that I'm sure will be out there tonight. So, we'll have to play the run a little bit better. And, some of those passing plays we're in situations where, it's 1st and 10 or it's 2nd and 5. And those are good passing down plays because there's still the element of the run there that you've got to be ready for too. We've got to try to get them into throwing situations, some 3rd and longs to be successful because they do a good job in the running game. And when they're 2nd and 5, 3rd and 4, those types of downs and distances, they do a really good job of converting those.
And the other thing that we know with their running game, they have a really strong offensive line supporting those backs.
Yeah, the Lawrence kid is obviously really good, and Gage Jacobs is another kid that is a big, physical kid up front, and they do a good job scheming those guys to, make sure they're running behind them, whether they're pulling them or they're running behind them on double teams or whatever. They do a good job in their scheme to get their best guys blocking at the point of attack.
And we mentioned that they do have a passing game. It's something that we can't overlook. It looks like every time the Murray quarterback, Sokolowski, has played us the last 2 games, he's apparently had his 2 best games against the Tigers, in that he came into the last game with 10 interceptions. I'm not sure how many more he's had in the season since then, but he threw the ball well in the game here in Princeton, and it's just something that we just, like you say, we can't get into 3rd and 2, 1st and 10, or those downs, like you say, are passing downs, and they have guys that can catch the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a couple of those long pass plays, we had some breakdowns in coverage, and with how good they are running the ball, you can't give them, a free 50 yards in the passing game because, they're going to have explosive plays in their running game just with how good they are up front and how good their backs are. You can't give them an easy one.
Exactly, and guys that we've already mentioned names, but the quarterback for Murray is number 7, Rudy Sokolowski. In the game against us, he ran the ball for 28 times, 118 yards. That's a pretty good pounding attack a quarterback has to take, and we don't know how he came out of that game, but it usually were 2 or 3 Tigers taking him down on every carry.
Yeah, he's really, I think he's probably a little bit bigger than he looks on film. He's a good-sized kid. He's a physical kid.
Can you guys hear each other? Talk to each
other. Hey, Dennis, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You got me okay?
And does a good job at that quarterback spot.
And coming into the game in Princeton a month ago, Chevelle McAllister, who we just mentioned, he's number 12, who had to sit out that game due to COVID restrictions. He was replaced by number 26, Brendan Danke, who ran the ball well, 19 times, 89 yards, had a pick against us that he just about took back to the end zone. They do have 3 guys that really carry the ball well.
Danke does a good job. I think they kind of stumbled on him when McAllister was out there and, the game before us. And, he's had a good year. He's a good football player, just not overly fast, but just, has a good nose for the ball on defense, has a good knack when he's running the ball on offense. And, there's just some kids out there that, are just really good players. They don't all have all the measurables, but he's just a really good football player, and I've been impressed with him this year for sure.
And those 3 right now on the season, each of them are one is over the 500-yard rushing mark. The other 2 are closing in on 500 yards. So it's not like they favor one over the other. And in the game in Princeton, Sokolowski was 7 out of 12, had no interceptions, threw for 146 yards and 2 touchdowns. With his receiving core, he's got number 12, Chevelle McAllister, who obviously catches it out of the backfield. Number 26, Danke, that we've mentioned, has 10 receptions on the year. 81, Daniel Cluckin, their tight end, and Dejon Miles. So it's not just one guy that's keeping happy. He's got 4 guys he's keeping happy.
Yeah, and that's, what makes them difficult to defend is, a lot of times when you play a running team, like, that maybe is in the eye or something like that, you pretty much know where the ball's going to go. That ball's going to go to the tailback quite a bit. When you're playing them, they do a good job of spreading the ball around and being diverse in their offense. Even though they're running the ball a lot, they're getting a lot of guys touches. So, that makes it a little bit more difficult to defend than a lot of other running teams.
I know coming out of that game that obviously our defense now has that game under their belt. Is there any way that we'll play the run different this time than we did before?
I think we've got to be a little bit more physical up front and not let them, they did a pretty good job double teaming us. We've got to, work through those double teams and make sure our linebackers can flow to the ball fast and, be solid in our scheme, because our scheme's okay. I think we'll be good schematically. We just got to really get to the football and when we get there, wrap up and not let them fall forward for 2, 3, 4 yards.
And that's something that we noticed in that game. It just seemed like if 5 out of 6 runs, they were hit, stopped, and somehow spun, wiggled for 2, 3, 4 more yards. And and still they had a really low per run average. So when you can squeeze 2 or 3 or 4 yards out of the run, that adds up over 30 runs.
Yeah, I think they're okay with taking a 2, 3 yard gain because they know they're very capable of getting 7, 8, and obviously more. If you can get them behind the chains where they can be a little bit more predictable, and that's with any offense, I think you're going to be more successful defensively.
And when we talked about the passing game and that we had a couple breakdowns in Princeton, obviously we won't be changing much in our pass coverage other than paying maybe more attention to keys and things of that nature.
Going back to that first game, they did a good job of throwing a couple of tweaks in here or there that we hadn't seen on film, and their coaches did a good job. And we've got to make sure we're not going to change anything in the secondary as far as coverage goes. We're going to do what we do and just make sure we get our keys and are solid on the back end.
And that's been a look at the Murray offense and what we can expect tonight. Coach Barnes and I will be back and look at the Murray defense when we're back after these messages.
Hello, I'm Jason Redford, Community President, First Southern National Bank. When First Southern National Bank says we believe in you, it means we also believe certain things about you. We believe that you want to live a life of margin, where you can balance spending, saving, and giving. We believe that you want to make wise financial decisions to enable that kind of living. Because we believe in you, we are here for you every step of the way. Visit fsmb.net to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For a delicious meal, try Kay's Kitchen in Princeton. They have great home cooking, just like Mom and Grandma used to do. Enjoy cook-to-order breakfast every day, all day. Daily lunch specials include favorites like open-faced roast beef, grilled chicken tenderloins, country fried steak, smoked pork chops, and catfish and shrimp on Fridays. All your favorite veggies, too. And don't forget Kay's homemade desserts. Open Monday through Thursday, 5 to 2, Friday, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 5:30 to 11. Kay's Kitchen, 501 North Jefferson Street, Princeton, 1 block from the courthouse.
We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore at Joyner Hardware on Main Street in Princeton.
Welcome back to the final segment of this interview. Will, what do you think we can do better on offense for this game that we didn't do previously in the Murray game?
There's a couple of times in the game where they gave us a little bit trouble in protection, whether that was kind of misidentifying a front on the offensive line or, not being as physical as we could be in the backfield on when we're protecting with our running backs. And one of those was a interception that turned into 7 points. That was a big swing in the game. And then, another one was on a third down where, we can convert there. We keep the ball and keep the chains moving. You never know how those couple of plays there could affect the end of the game. So, we've really worked on that to make sure we're solid up front and what we're doing pass pro wise. I felt like we played one of our better games offensively. There's just still, a drive or two each half where we're going 3 and out or making a little mistake here or there that's kind of putting us behind the chains. And if we can clean that stuff up and put a full game together, I think we'll be okay offensively.
And I know since the Trigg County game, going into the game, we made a minor change in the offensive line, which obviously might improve things for this game. And is Michael Vickery still on the injured list?
He's been back at practice and looks good, so I think he'll be able to go tonight.
Okay, great. And you mentioned previously in the interview that Murray threw a couple tweaks at us, wrinkles, if you will. We're ready for them this time, obviously.
They do a good job in their scheme, so they'll have a wrinkle or two.
Hey, Dennis?
that we
Yeah.
haven't seen them
Okay,
do.
after the coaches show, you'll the next, when you go live, how long, how many commercials do you want after you introduce everything?
We'll come on with a quick introduction, go back for 2 minutes, then Bob and I will come on, talk for just a few minutes, take another 2-minute break, hit Todd, and I've been doing a terrible job in the pregame about cutting us short of time at 7 o'clock. So what I'm going to try to do is go to Todd, give them plenty of time, come back, take maybe a 1-minute break after Todd,
Okay.
and then close it out for us with Stephen Schultz commercial, and then that way you can play the intro right before the game.
And during timeouts, 1 minute commercial or 30 seconds?
I'll go 1 minute on timeouts until you tell me we're good on spots, and
Okay.
after that we'll go 30s.
And I'll relay everything through Bob probably. The problem I'm having right now is my internet's really slow, so just know that there's going to be slight delays going into commercial and out of commercial.
Okay.
Just so you know. And I was wrong on our last game. Our voice does go out over YouTube, not over the radio.
Okay.
So when you guys go to break, either keep quiet or I'm going to turn down the mics, but keep quiet at least in the beginning of going into breaks until I can reach up there and turn them down. Because what I'll do is I'll turn it muted on the phone, and then I got to go to the box.
Okay.
But as long as we don't really say anything, I mean, I don't really see a problem with us talking over the commercials during YouTube myself. But anyway, that's the deal.
How much time left in the coaches show?
10 minutes and 23 seconds on this, and then we'll have a minute and a half of commercials after that, and then it'll be to you.
Okay, so we've got a very short pregame then.
I guess so. We got, like I said, 10 minutes left of this.
Yeah, because it's 7:30.
Yeah. Well,
6:30 now.
I didn't get in there and rip out Scott Sports, so that's 3 minutes we lost. And, well, that's what we lost right there.
Okay.
Because we were a little bit late getting here, I mean, that's just the way it went.
Okay, Bob and I will talk a little bit, and we may hit Todd without going to another commercial then.
Okay. So you talk a little bit. Are we going to do a commercial right away then, though?
Yeah, I'm going to introduce us being at Murray. We'll take a break, come back, introduce Stephen Schultz commercial. Bob and I will talk a minute, maybe hit Todd, and then come back because in all likelihood, we're not going to have much over 15 minutes.
Okay. Yep. We'll do whatever. I'm going to be listening on TeamSpeak there, so.
Okay.
All righty.
All right, sounds good. We'll direct the best we can. We'll
Thank
get
you.
everything in.
Yep.
And you mentioned Logan Smiley. Logan didn't play much in that Murray game. He's still recovering from an injury, so he's full throttle right now. And, of course, Travion gives you some hard, tough inside running. Some of the other things coming out of that game in Princeton, we had 2 field goals in that game. So our kicking game could come down to that again, if you will. So we've got weapons everywhere. We know that Murray is led on defense by its all-stater number 50, Sebastian Lawrence, and the gentleman you just mentioned a while ago, number 70, Gage Jacobs. That's not to downplay the other 9 guys out there, but they played well against us, and so if we've got an answer for them, we'll do all right tonight.
Yeah, their defensive line is really good. Their other defensive end, the kid's last name is Lee, 82 or something. They switch numbers in some of these games, so it's hard to keep up with. But those guys are really good players up front, and when they've got 3 guys on the defensive line that are as good as they are, that goes a long way. Because I know it sounds like coach speak, but if you're good up front, that makes things a lot easier. So they really get after the quarterback well. We'll have to be good in protection, and they don't blitz a ton. They do it just enough you're not aware, it can really cause you some problems. So, they do a really good job defensively, and it definitely starts up front.
Well, and as you say, when the switching numbers brings a nightmare to a sports announcer, trying to figure out who's out there, what we're doing, and that, and just looking at the Murray game against us and the Murray game against Mayfield, they gave up. We scored more points than Mayfield did, although you can't get into that comparison. But I'm sure Murray, they've had two stellar games under their belt, just losing that one to Mayfield by 1 point. So, with us being idle for 2 weeks, how does that factor into how keyed up we'll be tonight?
Obviously it's a playoff game, so and this is why you play, and what all the June and July workouts were for when we didn't really know what was going to happen this season, and this is kind of what you get ready for is the playoffs. So, we'll be ready to go. I feel like we've had a good 2 weeks of practice, and even going back to that last week of the regular season, getting that game canceled, our kids have kept a positive attitude the whole time. Our seniors have done a great job of making sure our guys stay focused and stay positive. And, when that Christian County game got canceled, a lot of those leaders on the team just said, hey, we want to play, but, now we've got some extra time to get ready for Murray. Let's turn our attention to Murray and let's go down there and win a game.
I know one thing that we want to do better this game is obviously in the last game we were 0 for 8 on third down conversions. So obviously we get 3 or 4 conversions in that game. It could have been a different story, but that's, as we say, water under the bridge. But talking about what you've mentioned with Russ, one thing that Russ shows me is really a lot of maturity, and being a senior leadership really is important in these kinds of situations.
Yeah, I think so. And I told him that last week. I said, we've got a lot of senior veteran leadership on this team, and when you get into the playoffs, you really want to lean on those guys. And Russ is one of those guys that, the seniors look up to him, and obviously our younger guys. And he's a great leader, a tremendous kid, does everything the right way. You wanted him to be successful because he does it the way you want it to be done, and I can't say enough good things about what he does on and off the field.
Well, and generally you can say that about 100% of our kids out there,
Yeah,
and with that kind of character, you can win, obviously. So with the situation, I'm sure you've had a good long look at the Murray Mayfield film. What Mayfield got them into that they couldn't handle, so on and so forth. So kind of a chess match in a way, this game tonight turns out to be.
Yeah, I think sometimes you can get into these games that are between two good teams you've already played, and you can kind of overcoach, especially with the time that we've had. So you don't want to try to put in a bunch of stuff. You want to do what you do and make sure you're running your stuff into good looks, but at the same time, go out there and let the kids play, make sure they're playing fast and not having to think about 9 million different things.
Exactly. Just go play, guys. That works well every time. And as you mentioned before, it's been a really topsy-turvy season up until now. Off 2 weeks, not knowing if you're going to have a game, then it canceled at the last minute. And from my perspective, Will, the players and coaches deserve a lot of credit for remaining focused in these kinds of ever-changing situations. I mean, you just got to be ready.
I've told a lot of people this, that the kids our players have handled all this a lot better than the adults. And even when I get a little disappointed or down when a game gets canceled, they're there, they're positive, they have good energy at practice. And, honestly, if a lot of people looked at it the way they did, probably be a lot further along on this virus than we are.
And something that I've said several times is that the varsity's had 6 games so far this year. The JV has had 5 games, so that's kept those young kids interested and motivated. And obviously, when they're motivated at that younger level, they practice better.
Those JV guys haven't played, and gosh, it was, I guess, before the Trigg County game, maybe maybe even the week before the Trigg County game. It's been a long time since they've played a game, and some of them did get to play in that Trigg varsity game, but they've done a really good job the last couple weeks on scout team. And I told them once the JV season was over that, you know, we really need them to give us a good look on scout team, and so we can make a good run in the playoffs. And they've done what they were supposed to on the scout team. You know, I've been there, and it's not the most fun thing in the world to play scout team, but our guys on offense and defense have done an outstanding job and given our starters good looks, and that'll make them better football players too down the road.
Right, absolutely. If you're standing out on the sideline for 2 hours in practice and maybe get a minute and a half worth of action, that's not going to do anybody any good. And I really like the fact that we've had an active JV schedule this year that keep those kids motivated because they're going to grow, they're going to get stronger and better.
Yeah, and you know, had a really good JV season, and you could see the progression from week to week, and those guys are still showing up and working hard, and there's a lot to be said for that.
And we mentioned the injury situation, Will, and obviously we're getting Michael Vickery back. Also, John H. Stevens is back. Anybody else that may be a little bit banged up tonight?
We're really healthy, so everybody should be a go for tonight.
And your final thoughts going into tonight's game?
You know, obviously it's a big game. It's a playoff game against a really good team, and you know, I feel good about our team and where our guys are, and just looking forward to getting out there and playing and seeing how this thing shakes out. Our guys have worked extremely hard since June, and they've only got to play 6 ball games, and they've showed a lot of toughness, a lot of character, and they deserve to have a good showing tonight, and I think we will.
Thank you, Will. That's going to do it for this interview. Please join Dennis Stevens, Todd Griffin, Chris George, Gary Goodacre, John Miller, and myself for the radio broadcast over WPKY FM 103.3. The live stream will be delayed until after the game by policies of the KHSAA. Go to WPKYonline.com for the play of the delayed live stream tonight. My thanks to Tiger head coach Will Barnes for his willingness in doing these radio interviews and the previous interviews throughout the season. Routines have changed several times this year, and Coach Barnes has been very accommodating to get this interview done. For Tiger coach Will Barnes and my engineer John Miller, this has been your host Bob Hayes. We thank you for your time and stay tuned for tonight's broadcast.
Keep your eyes open for Santa with Hawk Optics. Family owned since 1972, Falder's carries brands like Milwaukee Power Tools, Federal and Hornaday ammunition, heavy shot waterfowl loads, ventless LP and nat gas wall heaters, 24% cattle protein tubs. We have everything for your farm, home, or industrial supply needs. Let our friendly staff keep your farm and home running as smooth as the North Pole at Christmas. If Falder's doesn't have it, you can't find it. From all of us at Falder's, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Deer season's right around the corner, so if you happen to bag that big buck with your vehicle, let Trice Hughes' Collision Center go to work for you. Call or stop by for a free estimate.
Great people make up our home team at Trice Hughes. Trice Hughes is here for you and any questions you may have about your vehicle. Buy your next vehicle from the home team. Find them on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or at tricehughes.com.
Suffering from a physical or mental disability that prevents you from working can turn your life upside down. You may have no alternative but to file for Social Security disability benefits. If you get denied, don't lose hope. Call attorney Matt Schock in Princeton, Kentucky at 270-365-MATT. Matt has been working for nearly a decade at getting people approved. If you receive a denial letter from Social Security, call Matt Schock at 270-365-MATT. That's 270-365-6288.
This is an advertisement.
As a community-owned enterprise, the Princeton Electric Plant Board provides services to the people in the Princeton area. One of the services they provide is to make sure the lights are on over our fields and courts for our Caldwell County Tigers. From everyone at the Princeton Electric Plant Board, good luck to all of the Caldwell County Tigers and hopes for a safe season and a big electric roar to their Tigers.
Head live to the stadium for a preview of tonight's action with the WPKY Sports Crew. The Caldwell County Tiger pregame show is on the air.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Ty Holland Stadium in Murray, Kentucky tonight. The Caldwell County Tigers take on the Murray Tigers in the opening round of the Class 2A UK Orthopedics KHSAA Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl. Beautiful night here in Murray, Kentucky. Temperature in the low 60s, should be in mid-50s by the time this one gets ready to kick off. We're about 17 minutes outside of that kickoff tonight between these two teams that met about a month ago. It went into overtime with Murray pulling out the 41-34 win. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get started breaking this one down on the Stephen Choate Plumbing pregame show, so stay tuned for that. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Princeton invites you to come in and enjoy a meal. Or, of course, the drive-thru is always open. The restaurant is open with limited capacity. You'll find that posted on the front door. And all tables are set up for social distancing. You are encouraged to wear your mask when entering and exiting the business. There is no buffet at this time. All dine-in orders are packaged as if they are to-go orders. Enjoy your favorite meal at KFC on the Marion Road in Princeton. Dine in, carry out, or drive-thru. They are here to serve you.
Winter's creeping our way. It's time to button up your car, truck, and SUV with a pre-winter inspection from Trice Hughes' service department. They'll do a multi-point inspection of your vehicle, including checking your antifreeze, wiper blades, battery, and more. Time to get ready for Old Man Winter with Trice Hughes.
Trice Hughes is here for you and any questions you may have about your vehicle. Buy your next vehicle from the home team. Find them on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or at tricehughes.com.
This is Fred Foltz at the Woodall Agency in Princeton. We have served the small business owners of this area for over 100 years. Do you have trouble understanding liability or workers' comp insurance? Are your insurance premiums spiraling out of control? Whether you're a furniture store on Main Street, a plumber or electrician, or a locally owned bank or car dealer, we have a policy for you. We are the business insurance experts. Give me a call at 365-5541. You'll be glad you did.
Proud supporter of Tiger Sports, Big John's Barbecue says, "Go Tigers."
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
We're home, but our home is moved. Luna Veterinary Services' new location is 51 Old Fredonia Road. We've moved to upgraded and expanded facilities to better serve pets and their humans. Open weekdays from 7:30 to 4:30, now accepting new patients and walk-ins.
Dennis, why don't yours?
And back to Murray, Kentucky, getting set here for the Tigers and the Tigers playoff games tonight. First full night of playoff action in the state of Kentucky. This is the Stephen Choate Plumbing pregame show. Stephen Choate Plumbing is dedicated to ensuring their customers' plumbing needs are met in a timely and professional manner. They provide basic services such as a leaky faucet repair or drain cleaning, all the way to major remodels and new construction. That's Stephen Choate Plumbing. Dennis Stevens along with Bob Hayes, John Miller in the booth, Todd Griffin down on the field. We'll talk to Todd here in just a few minutes. But Bob, kind of a weird setup to even start the game tonight. COVID permits more than 2 people in the press box, so I got the short straw tonight, and I'm outside in a beautiful night here in Murray, Kentucky, getting set for this playoff game.
Well, there's one thing, Dennis, you're right. There is absolutely no wind at all down here. Probably still 65 degrees, flag limp. Grass, I'm still trying to adapt my eyes to this playing field. I don't know whether it's brown or brown-green, but the yard lines are marked off in black paint. So, and then we're at one end of the press box, and it's going to be hard to see down to our right here. But it's playoff time, so you just have to be ready to play.
Yeah, this season especially, we adapt to whatever we have to do, and we're just fortunate to be here tonight and be able to bring this football game to everybody. Of course, no live stream. It's just an arm and a leg to bring that to you on a live stream during the playoff action because of KHSAA rules. So that will be on after the game is over with tonight on YouTube. Hope you can check that out, but we'll have all the action here on 1580, 103.3. Bob, as we said, these two teams met 1 month ago in Princeton in a game that had some controversy towards the end. Looked like Tate Van Hoosier got in to have a game-tying touchdown, hit the pylon with the football. The official got hit on the play, fell on his back, in the process, but called Tate stepping out of bounds before he got the ball to the pylon. Murray wins in overtime 41-34.
And actually, Dennis, that was Barron Wells.
Yes, you're right, Barron Wells.
On that carry. But at the same time, there was not a whole lot of argument. And when you went back and looked on film, his foot did graze the out of bounds line, but who knows where the football was in regard to before that happened. So it's just, as we say, that's water under the bridge. We got a chance to redeem ourselves tonight, but we had to come 60 miles to have that chance.
Just about 12 minutes before we kick this one off, Bob, in that game, Caldwell had a good game offensively, put up 34 points in that one. Murray surprisingly went through the air really well that night. I think 7 out of 12, 146, 148, and 2 touchdowns for Rowdy Sokolowski. So 2 things tonight. We've got to control the run and make them pass, because if they do go to the air, I like our chances on that. We've got to control that run where they don't keep the possession going and convert on 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. And we've got to make 34 points stand up defensively.
Well, exactly. And in that prior game, Russ Bashir, I think, had his best game of the year. Really 14 out of 17 or something like that for a bunch of yards, a bunch of touchdowns. And I think our running attack has improved immensely since that game. But what we've got to do is we've got to wrap these kids up. They now have their third back, Chevelle McAllister, who was out the game in Princeton with COVID restrictions. So they've got 3 guys, including the quarterback, that can run at us, and they're all tough to bring down. But when first hits tonight, we have to be ready to wrap up. In Princeton, those guys would spin, wheel, dive, fall for 2 or 3, 4 yards, and they still only had about 200 yards on probably 35 rushing attempts in that game. But we've got to shut the passing attack down. I know Sokolowski has not had the passing game the rest of the year that he had in Princeton, and a couple of things that we got caught short on, mistakes cannot happen tonight. We've got to let them move the ball on the ground, and we got to be ready to stop the run.
Offensively, I like where we're at. Everybody's healthy. And Bashir has some targets in the game against Murray just about a month ago. Barron Wells had a big night, 8 catches, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns. Another player, though, we've got to get maybe a little bit more involved in this one tonight is a new Center College signee, Trip Branch, just signed with Center this week. He had 3 receptions, 73 yards, and 1 touchdown, but I'd like to see those receptions up there right with Wells around the 8 to 10 mark.
Exactly, and Tripp brings just a lot of athleticism to the football field. Even though he only had 3 catches in that game, one of them went for a TD. He gets against the smaller 5'8", 5'9". You just get the ball out there. His hands are good enough to really make the catch and do something with it after the run. And you mentioned his college preference. He committed to Center College this week, so we're proud of him.
Yeah, that's a big signing and a steal, in my opinion, for Center College. Just about 9.5 to go before we kick this one off. We're going to take a 1-minute break, John, and when we come back, we'll talk with Todd Griffin on the sideline for the first time tonight, so stay tuned. This is the Stephen Show Plumbing pregame show on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Coming back in a minute.
Good luck, Tigers. Have a great season from Treasures Remembered.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They've always had their drive-thru, and now they're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We are all having to adjust to this new way of life. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
Hello, I'm Jason Redford, Community President, First Southern National Bank. When First Southern National Bank says we believe in you, it means we also believe certain things about you. We believe that you want to live a life of margin, where you can balance spending, saving, and giving. We believe that you want to make wise financial decisions to enable that kind of living. Because we believe in you, we are here for you every step of the way. Visit fsmb.net to learn more. Member FDIC.
And welcome back here to Ty Holland Stadium in Murray, Kentucky.
Dennis, you were going to mention something as we came out of commercial?
Yeah, we're going to go to the sideline for the first time tonight. Bob, talk to our friend down there, Todd Griffin. Todd, take her away.
All right, Dennis, thanks. Gary Goodacre and I are over here on the sideline, and this complex so massive, Gary, that the guys in the box are over at Ty Holland Stadium. We're over here at Kerry Miller Park on the baseball side.
This is quite a complex, to say the least. It's one of the unique places, although not the only place in Kentucky does play football and baseball on the same field, but the only one that we play in West Kentucky.
Well, and sort of a historic place, too. I don't know of any place else we go where you've got the building surrounding the field, and at one end there's a street running right behind the end zone.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. If you kick the field goal just right, you may lose the ball. It might go in somebody's pickup truck.
Well, Caldwell County, the number 3 seed in the district, Murray number 2, Mayfield number 1, but Gary, a very, very close district.
One game went into overtime. The other 2 games were 1-point games. So basically, all 3 games among the Murray, Mayfield, and Caldwell Triangle were 1 or 0 points at the end of regulation. All 3 teams in the district are evenly matched. So somebody's got to be 2, somebody's got to be a 3. This is one of the premier games in West Kentucky, maybe even in the state this weekend.
Going back to that first matchup between the Tigers and the Tigers, Murray was able to run the football quite a bit. Caldwell County is going to try to limit that tonight. Of course, Caldwell County wants to run the football, but if you go back to the last meeting, I think there were some plays to be made in the passing game for Caldwell, too.
Well, in the middle of November, we have played at some very wet, damp, and cold conditions. We have pleasant, dry conditions. I think that suits our passing game well. I think the way to attack Murray is with the passing game of Caldwell. I think we have good, big targets, we have speed, and we have a good quarterback that knows how to distribute the ball and is also a running threat. If I were Caldwell, I think we would be definitely looking at the passing game, because if we can get ahead, you don't want Murray to have to be ahead and take the air out of the ball. We want to be ahead so that Murray has to do things that they don't typically like to do.
Tigers and Tigers here tonight in Murray, guys. 3rd time this season we've seen Tigers and Tigers. Back over to you guys.
All right, thank you, Todd, for that report. Gary, 5.5 minutes to go before we kick this one off. I'll tell you what, Bob, we'll go ahead and have our prayer tonight, then we'll take a break and come back and get set for the kickoff here. Let's have that now. Holy God, thank you for another Friday night. We ask that you protect each student that steps on the field tonight, and we also ask that you bless the efforts of each student in ways they never thought possible. In Jesus' name we pray.
And further, Lord, we ask you to give courage and sportsmanship to the players, patience and understanding to the coaches, wisdom and knowledge to the game officials, and lastly, peace to us all. We ask these things in your precious name. Amen.
Amen. 5 minutes before we kick this one off. That's going to do it for us on the Stephen Choate Plumbing pregame show tonight, a little abbreviated pregame show. Stephen Choate Plumbing is dedicated to ensuring all of their customers' plumbing needs are met in a timely and professional manner. They provide basic services such as a leaky faucet repair or drain cleaning, all the way up to major remodels and new construction. That's Stephen Choate Plumbing, and we appreciate those guys being with us all season as our pregame sponsor. John, we'll take a couple-minute break. When we come back, we'll be ready to kick it off between Caldwell County and Murray in the first round of the playoffs. That's next here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Cozy Living, Interior and Boutique, cheering on all Tiger athletes.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
We're home, but our home is moved. Luna Veterinary Services' new location is 51 Old Fredonia Road. We've moved to upgraded and expanded facilities to better serve pets and their humans. Open weekdays from 7:30 to 4:30, now accepting new patients and walk-ins. Luna Veterinary Services. Find them on Facebook.
Magnolia 2 wants to wish all Tiger athletes the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
I'm Clay Farless, and I'm a lender at Farmers Bank. From diapers to daycare to groceries, we are constantly looking for ways to save money at my house. We recently refinanced and saved more than a full % on our interest rate on a loan that was just over a year old. Rates are near all-time lows, so whether you're refinancing or buying, now's the time to apply online at yournxtbank.com. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The time for talk is over. It's game time. Caldwell County football lives on WPKY. Let's check in with the WPKY sports crew live at the stadium.
And welcome back to Ty Holland Stadium. Before we get too far before kickoff, 2 minutes and 59 seconds remaining. In that, we're going to go over the injury report, which is sponsored by Dr. Mike Littlejohn. As far as any injury is concerned, Michael Vickery was injured with a knee injury a couple of 3 weeks ago, but he'll play tonight. Everybody else appears to be in solid physical condition, according to Coach Barnes. Dr. Mike would like to wish the Tigers a safe and successful season. Dr. Mike Littlejohn, your one-stop shop for all your sports medical needs. And Dennis, I saw Coach Barnes at midfield a while ago with the referee, and I saw him shake his left hand up in the air. So that maybe gave me an indication that we had won the toss and maybe deferred, but that's only a guess on my part.
All right, Bob, and the coin toss, of course, brought to you by Farless Realty. Are you ready to sell your home? Call Farless Realty today and let a realtor sell it for you. Ready to buy a home? Don't waste precious time. Farless Realty can help you, and interest rates are still reasonably low. They'll work hard to find you a home that will fit you, your family, and your budget. You can contact Farless Realty at 270-365-5058 or stop by 323 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. You can also check out their listings on Facebook and at farlessrealty.com. Time now for tonight's national anthem. We're getting set for Caldwell County and Murray.
U-Ride has upped their game. As a matter of fact, it's a whole new ball game. It's an all-new sales team, bringing 33 years of experience to work for you. They're here to serve your vehicle needs from start to finish, and they do it all safely with a personalized hometown feel. More variety with better quality. On-the-lot financing, and you can apply safely online at uridesales.com. Call for an appointment today with one of their friendly sales staff. U-Ride on the Marion Road, Princeton, 270-365-3018.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They've always had their drive-thru, and now they're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We are all having to adjust to this new way of life. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
Good luck to all Tiger athletic teams from Josh Ray at Woodman Life.
Don't be left out in the cold this winter. Fortner Gas is ready to keep you warm. Fortner Gas is available 24/7 and will always take care of their customers when other companies leave people in the cold. Just contact Fortner Gas and schedule a propane delivery to your home or business. They want your business and will prove that to you. You can count on Fortner Gas in Princeton to keep you warm and tasty this winter. Doesn't that sound good? Fortner Gas. Since 1951.
And welcome back to Ty Holland Stadium here in Murray, Kentucky. Time has run out. We're going to remind you, first quarter is going to be brought to you by Cozy Living. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutiques been under the ownership and management of Pam and Haverlock for the past 3 years. Stop in. Pam has a lot of inventory in that store. They are also your local U-Haul dealer. Cozy Living Interiors, everything a home should be.
And Bob, both teams out on the field getting set to kick this one off. We're going to pause 5 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY Princeton. Bob, as Todd and Gary said in the pregame, the top 3 seeds in this district are separated by a couple of overtime games. Mayfield went to overtime, Caldwell County and Murray went to overtime. Caldwell lost by a point at Mayfield. So there's not a lot of seasons where you think you're sitting in a pretty good spot as the number 3 seed. But aside from the drive down to Murray, I like where we're at going into the playoffs.
Exactly, Dennis. I mean, both games with our games with Mayfield and Murray went down to the last seconds, if you will, and I thought we played well against both teams, and I think we'll be playing well here tonight. And it looks like what Gary pointed out, I want to also reinforce that, is that the field, with dry conditions, the field is not muddy, choppy, or anything like that. It's just got the fall look to the grass, if you will. And Caldwell County apparently did win the toss, so they're about to kick off. And for the call here, Tiger, voice of the Tigers, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. And, of course, we want to mention again that we are sitting outside the press box, so you're liable to hear some Murray enthusiasm in the broadcast tonight. Kickoff fielded at about the 6-yard line, straight up the middle. Murray falls, hits the ground, and it's going to be downed Let's see, Bob, we're covered up down here by players. It's hard to tell the yard line. I think at the 35-yard line is where they will start that one. Kickoff brought to you by Purcell Tire. Let's kick off the season with a vehicle checkup at Purcell Tire in Princeton. Keep your vehicle running great so you'll never be late. That's Purcell Tire on Highway 62 West in Princeton. Sokolowski goes under center. Pulls back out, looks to change his play. In the backfield with Sokolowski is Chevelle McAllister. It's going to be McAllister to the left of Sokolowski. Takes the direct snap, reverse handoff through the line. A big gain out across the 40 and to the 42-yard line. Little misdirection play out of the gate, trying to catch Caldwell County off guard.
Great faking on that play by the Murray quarterback, and great tackle on that play. I didn't get the name of the Tiger who made that tackle.
Yeah, they made the direct snap to McAllister. The quick handoff, and Murray has it 2nd and 3 from their own 42-yard line.
Caldwell County's defense really up close to the line of scrimmage.
Keeper up the middle. It's enough for a first down and then some across the 45. Gang tackled at the 47-yard line. We'll see where the official spot is. Of course, Murray is going to run behind big kid on the line.
And that was a 5-yard run. Elijah Shaheen in on that tackle.
Sebastian Lawrence, number 50, a highly recruited lineman for Murray. So a first down for Murray, just underway here at Murray. No score early in this one. Handoff coming back across the middle, hit at midfield into Tiger territory is number 12, Charvelle McAllister. So they get it into Caldwell County territory at the Tiger 47-yard line.
Pickup of 6 yards on that play.
Murray looks to the sideline. Caldwell County with an eye on stopping that run tonight. And you're right, Bob. Jack Stevens playing free safety within 10 yards of the line. Misdirection, keeper by Sokolowski. And he gets it across the 40. Down to the 39-yard line of Caldwell County. Sokolowski does this funny move, Bob. He'll take it, turn a complete circle in the backfield. More of a timing thing than anything. And then he put up some good yards rushing in that first contest against Caldwell County. I think he had, he had 118 yards on the ground. So
in 27 carries, so he's prone to carry the football.
Tight set, extra tight end, ball on the ground. And Caldwell County recovers at the 39-yard line. McAllister couldn't get his hands on it. And first turnover of the ball game, Caldwell County with a big turnover.
Did you get the number of our kid?
No, they ran off before. It's more seating down here, kind of like a gym, than it is a football game. Not very high off the field. And
tough conditions, Dennis, we're working under tonight.
So Caldwell County with a big break. It's going to be spotted at their own 39-yard line. So Bashir will bring the offense out. Caldwell County has 2 receivers near side. Handoff goes to Samuel. Hits the left side of the line across the 40. And Murray's signaling that the ball hit the ground, but no signal from the officials. And a 1-yard pickup by Samuel will spot the ball, nose of the ball on the 40-yard line. Bashir in the backfield with Smiley and Samuel in the backfield as well. Low snap, Bashir rolls right, got some pressure, goes sideline, complete. Let's see if he comes down. That's Wells, complete, nice catch, and able to get a foot down. That one near the 44-yard line. 9:17 left to go in the first quarter, no score. First possession for the Tigers.
Brings up 3rd down and 5 yards to go for the Tigers here.
Still 2 receivers near side. Extra tight end in for Caldwell County. Bashir set to take the snap. Ball is back. Bashir drops back. He's got some protection. Goes right sideline looking for Wells. complete, but out of bounds. Nice coverage by Murray. And that'll bring up 4th down for Caldwell County. And that'll bring in the punt unit. Coach Barnes not willing to take a chance, of course, this early in the ball game.
And Barron did make that catch, but it's hard to tell from here where how close he was to the sideline.
I think it was a pretty good call, Bob. They got up past the bench of Murray and looked like he did have 1 foot out of bounds when he did make the reception. So Branch will kick it away. Ball is up. Nice high kick. It's going to be fielded and fumbled. Ball loose on the ground, still loose. And Caldwell County recovers at the 35-yard line of Murray. And Bob, that was number 71.
Yes, I'm
kind of surprised. I don't have the roster for Murray with a 71 on it.
I have no idea.
He's obviously a lineman and did not make a clean catch. Bounced off the front of the shoulder pads. Ball was loose for several seconds, but Caldwell County comes away with it. Ball spotted on the 31-yard line. So another big break for Caldwell County. Bashir in the backfield puts Wells up on the line. Bashir drops back, looks down the field, cuts through the line, is going to keep it, pushes up, and maybe picks up a hard yard out of the play. Good coverage. I thought he was going to go to Wells on the left side, had a little bit of cushion, but the pocket started to collapse, and Bashir had to tuck it and make the best he could out of it, so a pickup of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 for Caldwell County. Branch and Wells to the right. Van Hoosier in the slot on the left. Bashir keeps it. Picks up pretty good yardage on this run. Gain of near 5.
And they're going to mark it right at the 30. You're right, Dennis. Or actually, maybe the 25.
I think they've got it on the 30. It is very hard to see because of the Murray bench being right on the out-of-bounds line.
That's us.
3rd down and 5 coming up for Caldwell County. They're going to split everybody out to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Bashir, empty backfield. Puts Wells in motion. Takes it to Bashir. Flags go down. I'm not sure we got the play off in time. We'll see what that one is. And it's procedure against Caldwell County. False start's going to back us up 5 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Ball back on the 31-yard line. Or excuse me, 36-yard line. Obviously, I'm going to have to do a lot of math tonight, Bob, adding these yard markers up from the 50, and not my strong suit, so hang in there with me. Samuel in motion. Going to come back into the backfield with Bashir. Russ drops back, looks down the field, good protection over the middle, complete to Wells, big gain. It's going to be a 1st down and then some down inside the 20-yard line. Baron Wells with the reception, and that 1st down brought to you by Lake Barkley CrossFit. You can never be too healthy, too strong, or in too good a health. Lake Barkley CrossFit has classes designed for anyone at any fitness level and always free to try. Bashir, Samuel in the backfield. He's going to switch sides over to the right shoulder. Branch all alone over here on the right side. Look for a jump ball pass maybe from Bashir. Russ rolls left, throws complete to Van Hoosier, muscles it across, waiting for the signal, and they're going to mark it just outside the goal line. I thought he may have gotten in, Bob, all the way over to the far corner. Tate's a load when he can turn around and get those shoulders lowered.
They mark it at the 2-yard line, Dennis. A pickup of 16 yards on that play.
1st and goal for Caldwell County from the 2. Bashir keeps it, dodges a couple of tacklers, and let's see, looking for the signal. Touchdown, Tigers. So Caldwell County capitalizes on a couple of miscues by Murray, moves it down the field, and Caldwell County the first on the board tonight, 6-0, as Viverette will come out and try to tack on the extra point, brought to you, of course, by Taco John's. Mexi Rolls are back at Taco John's in Princeton. That same handmade, crispy, flaky tortilla stuffed with seasoned beef, beans, melted cheese for a unique flavor. That's Taco John's, open after the game, so go on by on your way back into Princeton tonight. Smiley for the hold. Ball is down, kick is up, plenty of distance, and good. So with 6:40 left to go in the first quarter, Caldwell County on the board first. It's Caldwell 7, Murray nothing. Back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football on WPKYonline.com.
I'm Clay Farless, and I'm a lender at Farmers Bank. From diapers to daycare to groceries, we are constantly looking for ways to save money at my house. We recently refinanced and saved more than a full % on our interest rate on a loan that was just over a year old. Rates are near all-time lows, so whether you're refinancing or buying, now's the time to apply online at yournxtbank.com. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Have you ever been told that you snore? Do you ever wake up gasping for air? You may need a wake-up call. Highly trained staff at Caldwell Medical Sleep Lab perform testing that can aid your physician in diagnosing a multitude of sleep problems. Sleep disorders can have a significant and negative impact on your health when they remain undiagnosed and untreated. Get on the path to a healthier, happier you and give us a call today at 270-365-0307. You can also visit our website at caldwellmedical.com to learn more about what our sleep lab can do for you.
And welcome back to Ty Holland Stadium. Caldwell County on the board first. 6 minutes, 40 seconds into the first quarter. And for the kickoff, voice of the Tigers, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Viverette sends it high and deep. They're going to take a bounce. Fielded just outside the goal line. Murray brings it back to the middle. Misses a couple of tackles and finally brought down. It'll be near the 25-yard line. We'll see where they spot it officially. And, Bob, I'll count on you and John to help a little with the yard markers because, like you said, a dormant field with black lining or a striping and black numbers.
And I'm going to lean a lot on the scoreboard, Dennis, down here to our left until they get to midfield. Then we can pick it up a little bit. So it looks like at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they almost the lines literally almost disappear under the lights at each end of the field. Sokolowski this time is going to go under center. I formation backfield. Now Sokolowski looks to the sideline. Offset I. Hand off to the deep back. Hits a line and stuffed right there.
And looks like a penalty flag on the play.
Another penalty flag and a lot of talking down on the field. You got to suspect these two teams have been looking for each other for a while now. And neither team has played in 3 weeks, so you know they're ready to hit someone. That was McAllister on the carry, but he hit the line and ran into a wall.
And got nothing.
Referees talk. A couple of flags came in late, Bob, so you got to figure there was no shoving or fighting that we could see. So a lot of talking down on the field. And chop block, personal foul against Murray.
So 2 penalties against Murray.
So this is really going to back Murray way on back. So you got to figure the block drew the one flag, and then somebody on the field doing a little extra talking maybe picked up the personal foul.
So the chop block, I don't know whether it's a 10 or 15 yarder. They're going to obviously be in half the distance here before too long.
And Bob, if you recall back in the game at Princeton when these two teams met, there was a lot of discussion during the game from Coach Barnes about the blocking techniques of some of the Murray players. So I'm sure that was pointed out before the game tonight, but it's going to put Murray deep in their own end.
We still don't know the yard line.
It looks like around the 5-yard line according to the marker, the first down marker on the far side.
5, we'll mark it to 5.
And the scoreboard finally puts it up.
1st and 30.
Yeah, they've got to get all the way out to the 35. Handoff in the backfield. Looks like McAllister, and he's hit and brought down after a short gain.
And I would suspect, Dennis, it's too far back for them to want to feature their passing game. That's
yeah, it's been kind of hit and miss for Murray. They started out good with Sokolowski going to the air, had a couple of good 2-touchdown games, some good yardage, but the only game from middle of the season on that he had any success with actually was Caldwell County.
And no gain on that last play. Brings up 2nd and 30 for the Murray Tigers.
Sokolowski puts McAllister in motion, keeps it himself, comes to the left side, hit and brought down. I think initially for Caldwell County, that was Max Kramer with the first hit. Branch and some help came over to finish it off. So third and a country mile for Murray with 5:19 left to go in the first quarter. Caldwell County leads this one 7-0 after a couple of Murray miscues helped a drive culminate in a 2-yard run by Russ Bashir.
And he's at the 10-yard line, pick up a 5 yards on that play, so brings up 3rd and 25 for the Murray Tigers.
So Kolowski in the backfield, out of the shotgun. Looks down the field, goes deep and well overthrown. Nobody in the area within 5 yards, so 4th and long coming up for Murray. So a good stand by Caldwell County's defense, and that's been the focus heading into this. You can't say these two teams haven't had time to prepare, Bob. We were supposed to kick off the playoffs last week. COVID moved that back a week, so they knew, both these teams know each other well, and Caldwell County's added some wrinkles, and it's paying off defensively.
And Murray putting deep in their territory.
Wells back deep, but on the Murray 40-yard line. Nice kick. It's going to drive Wells back and takes a Murray bounce all the way back into Caldwell territory, fielded at the 41. Wells going backwards, getting tackled at the 40. I think forward progress is going to be at the 40, but a big kick by Murray took a big Murray bounce at the 50 and drove Wells all the way back inside his own 40.
And the officials were late getting down the field. They're going to mark it at the 38 when he clearly got to the 40-yard line.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sitting on the 40-yard line just outside the press box. So we lost 2 yards
on just poor officiating.
So 1st and 10, Caldwell County from their own 38-yard line. Caldwell County not spreading the offense as much right now. 2 receivers to the near side. Bashir looks down the field, complete to Branch at the 43, gets it across the 45. Flag comes down at the tackle, at the spot of the tackle. Looks like it may be against Caldwell County's Van Hoosier. I didn't really see him do anything after he put a block on. I didn't see the call yet on it. Illegal block, Caldwell County. And that'll back us up to the 36-yard line. 4:27 on a stop clock for the penalty right now. Left in the first quarter, Caldwell County leading 7-0. 2 receivers to the right for Bashir. He's got 2 in the backfield. Quick hit, receiver screen to Branch, hit at the 40 and brought down at the 42-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd down, and with the hidden markers, Bob, I'm going to say 3rd and 6. Or excuse me, 2nd and 6. After the penalty a little bit earlier. Bashir in the backfield with Smiley and Samuel. Flags down again. A lot of flags early in this first quarter. I think Caldwell County jumped on the play, and that's going to back us up 5 more yards. False start, Tigers. Bring it back to the 38-yard line, and this is where the whole drive started. Only thing happening with the scoreboard right now is time coming off of that clock here in the first quarter, 3:50. Wells and Branch to the near sideline. Handoff goes to Smiley. Smiley goes left, cuts it up the field, hit, and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Some head knocking going on down there. Murray helmet comes off in the play. So 3rd down and 10 coming up for Caldwell County. Bashir in the backfield has got Wells in the slot. Van Hoosier's going to come out as a receiver with Branch near side. Wells in motion to the near side. Russ drops back, has time. Complete to Wells, ducks 1 tackle, hit at the 40 and slung down near the 42-yard line. I think they're going to give him 43 on the throwdown. So Caldwell County not able to pick up a first down. That'll bring the punt unit out. So Branch will get set to punt with 2:38 left to go in the first quarter. Playoff action here from Murray. Winner tonight will take on Mayfield. High snap. Branch gets it down. Has to get the kick away. Almost blocked. Angles it towards the sideline. Takes a Caldwell County bounce. And out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Or they're going to put it inside the 30. Down to about the 28-yard line. Bob Branch almost had that one blocked.
It was too close for comfort, Dennis.
Snap was just a little bit high. Tripp was able to go up and get it. By the time he came back down, he had some fingertips out in front of that shoe. So Sokolowski brings the offense back out for Murray. Murray High down 7-0. Mayfield, in essence, with the bye, as we talked about, the winner will play Mayfield. Ballard deciding not to go to Mayfield for that game. Sokolowski, play action, rolls, complete to the far sideline, and gets by one tackle up the sideline across the 50 and just into Caldwell County territory before he's brought down. That is looks like number 20, Kenny Walls. So they're going to put the spot back right at midfield. First down out to the 50-yard line. Sokolowski has McAllister going to a slot. Extra tight end for Murray. Sokolowski keeps it, comes near side, cuts it up the field. Gain of about 6 yards down to the Caldwell County 44-yard line. Actually, they're going to give him to the 43. Sokolowski, a good-sized kid, and like you said, Bob, he had several rushing attempts in that first matchup. Carried the ball 28 times.
2nd and 4 for the Murray Tigers at the Tiger 44-yard line.
Caldwell County with all 11 defensive players within 8 yards of the football. Caldwell brings the blitz up the middle as McAllister breaks it and down to the 31-yard line. I think a trip was maybe the only thing stopping that one. He had Jack Stevens coming in, but kid's quick and can make some quick cuts down to the 36-yard line. First down, Murray with 1:19 to go in the first quarter. Murray looking to try to tie this one up at 7.
Now they're getting down in our end of the field where we can more readily see the yard line.
Yeah, we need to stop this black stripes and all this. Just put it like a normal football field. Handoff on a curl back to the middle was number 26, Brendan Donkey. I think they actually pronounce it Danky. Is that right?
Danky. And he picked up 1 yard on that carry.
Danky had a big game against Caldwell County in that other meeting, 14 carries for 89 yards, so a threat from number 26 as well. Sokolowski out of the pistol with McAllister in the backfield. He's got 2 receivers to his right. McAllister up the middle, spin move, hit and brought down, but a nice gain by McAllister. Not a tall kid, Bob, but powerful. Very quick, he feels contact, he puts the spin on immediately, and they're going to bring him down at the 30-yard line. We'll see if Murray gets a play off or they just take it to the end of the quarter, and it looks like they're going to take it to the end. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Caldwell County leading in this playoff game 7-0. We'll take a break and be back for second quarter action. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy offers a wide range of family-friendly classes as well as personal training, yoga, gymnastics, sports training, cardio, and weightlifting. Trilogy has something for everyone. Trilogy now offers an app with online workouts, live classes, nutrition tracking, and more. Search Trilogy Performance Sports in your app store. Use sign-up code 1824. For app info and more, follow them on Facebook.
Black Patch Grill says, "Go Tigers. Good luck this season."
As a community-owned enterprise, the Princeton Electric Plant Board provides services to the people in the Princeton area. One of the services they provide is to make sure the lights are on over our fields and courts for our Caldwell County Tigers. From everyone at the Princeton Electric Plant Board, Good luck to all of the Caldwell County Tigers and hopes for a safe season and a big electric roar to their Tigers. Kate Van Hooser, Addie Vincent, Lily Horde, and Easton Kizzy.
And welcome back to Murray, Kentucky. Second quarter coming up, and the second quarter is being sponsored by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. It's located out near the bowling alley. Stop in and see Pam. They've been in business for the past 3 years. Beautiful furniture, bedding, accessories, and gifts. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. And now for the call of the game, the voice of the Tigers, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Sokolowski, hands off. Murray was looking at 3rd down and 4, and they didn't get the first.
They didn't get, I think they got stuffed.
Yeah, maybe a half a yard at best. We'll see if it's 4 down territory for Murray, see if they want to try it. 4th and 4, you're right, Bob. No gain on the play.
Play number 7 coming up in this drive for Murray. Nothing fancy on that last play, just a straight handoff dive play that went nowhere.
Bring Van Hoosier up on that strong side. And it looks like a timeout's going to be called by Murray. Actually, yes, it is Murray taking the timeout. We'll take a timeout with them with 11:19 to go in the second quarter. This is Tiger Football on WPKY.
Proud supporter of Tiger Sports, Big John's Barbecue says, "Go Tigers."
We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore at Joyner Hardware on Main Street in Princeton.
Penny Ryle Home Medical hopes all Tiger athletes have a great season. Go Tiger, Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, cheering on all Tiger athletes.
Did you know that You Ride in Princeton will buy your vehicle? They're always looking for quality inventory. So if you'd like to sell yours, talk to the nice folks at You Ride. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, You Ride is here. Things are a little different now, but they're still here to deliver the same great customer service that they always have. Just call for an appointment with one of their sales specialists. Call 270-365-3018. On-the-lot financing is available. You can even apply online at uridesales.com. U-Ride on the Marion Road in Princeton.
And welcome back to Murray, Kentucky. Murray set to run the play for the call here. Voice of the Tigers, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. 4th and 4 for Murray. They send a trio out to the left. Sokolowski keeps it whistle, blows this one dead. And it's going to be a jump by Murray that will back them up 5 yards. So 4th down and 9 coming up for Murray. And we'll see if that changes the call. That was a keeper by Sokolowski all the way.
Just a little bit too anxious on that after the timeout.
And let's see if they'll bring on the punt unit. Caldwell County not dropping anybody back. Looks like Murray is going to stick with Sokolowski in the backfield. McAllister with him.
Unless they do that short punt.
Short punt, yeah. He did a little pooch kick a couple of times in Princeton. Sokolowski takes a quick hit to the far side, up the field, and it's going to be close to a 1st down. We'll see where the spot is, all the way on the far side of the field. And it's going to be close.
I don't
think he's got it, guys.
You don't think he's got it?
And does not. Looks like Caldwell County is running the offense out. So a good hold by Caldwell County. Let's send it down to Todd, see how close that one was.
Guys, I think he was stopped a good foot, maybe a foot and a half short on that one. Pretty good tackle by the Tigers to come up and hold him just short of the line.
All right, turnover on downs for Caldwell County as the Tigers will have a shot starting at their own 27-yard line. Bashir in the backfield with Samuel. Caldwell County spreading the offense a little bit more this possession. 2 receivers out to the near side, 1 to the far. It's complete to Branch. And out near the 40-yard line, little slant pattern for Trip Branch.
Marked at the 38, gain of 11 and a 1st down.
That's a Lake Barkley CrossFit 1st down for Caldwell County. Now 4 receivers to the left for Bashir. Empty backfield for Russ as they stop to move the chains. Clock still running. Usually it stops while they move that chain. 10:50 to go in the first half. Low snap. Bashir picks it up, goes sideline, looking for Branch. Some contact. Branch goes down, but no flag on the side. I think they're going to say that one was probably uncatchable. It was well over Branch's head, but was a lot of contact down the field at the 40-yard line.
And Tripp so far, Russ tonight 6 out of 8 with this last incompletion, throwing the ball well.
I like that. Even if he has McAllister on him, Bob, Branch has 4 to 6 inches at least on McAllister, and you know how Branch can go up for the ball. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Tigers from their own 37-yard line. Caldwell County leads this one 7-0 here early in the second quarter. Van Hoosier in the slot. 2 receivers near side. Branch to the far side. Van Hoosier in motion. Stops. Hand off to Samuel. Samuel hits the line and picks up a couple out to the 45-yard line.
I think the 40-yard line.
Excuse me, the 40.
Going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Tigers.
Empty backfield, 4 receivers set. We haven't seen that a lot. He's going to put Samuel in motion. Comes back into the backfield with Bashir. Branch to the far side, the lone receiver. Bashir has some pressure, throws it over the middle, incomplete, and hit as he threw it. Probably the most pressure Russ has seen so far tonight on any pass play. And was there a flag?
Well, I don't know.
There's some discussion. I didn't see a flag come out, but referees have it held up at the 40-yard line.
There is a penalty on the play.
Guys, I didn't see what happened, but I did see the flag come out. They're going to mark this off against Murray.
Was it pass it? Was it
15-yarder?
No, I think somebody said something after the play. I didn't see anything else. It was thrown between the linemen after the play.
That's the 2nd or 3rd time tonight. There's been some extra talking out on the field that has been costly. Caldwell County picks up the 15-yard penalty and the 1st down. Over the middle, complete. Van Hoosier at the 30. Stiff arm, headed for the end zone, and it's touchdown Tigers. What a stiff arm. That was a college-level stiff arm from Tate Van Hoosier back at the 30-yard line, and just would not let anybody close.
Play covers 45 yards for the Tigers. No penalty flags that we see.
And that score comes with 9:57 to go in the second quarter. But, man, what a run by Van Hoosier. Caught the ball, knew where he wanted to go, and nobody was getting any closer than an arm's length to Tate Van Hoosier. Viverette will try to put in the Taco John's extra point. Logan Smiley on the hold. Kick is up. And good off the school building. So with 9:57 left to go in the first half, it's Caldwell County 14, Murray nothing. Back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football on WPKYonline.com.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They've always had their drive-thru, and now they're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We are all having to adjust to this new way of life. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
Hello, I'm Jason Redford, Community President, First Southern National Bank. When First Southern National Bank says we believe in you, it means we also believe certain things about you. We believe that you want to live a life of margin, where you can balance spending, saving, and giving. We believe that you want to make wise financial decisions to enable that kind of living. Because we believe in you, we are here for you every step of the way. Visit
And welcome back to Ty Harlan Stadium. The Tigers about to kick off, and for the call, the voice of the Tigers, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Viverette approaches, puts it in the air. Nice high kick right down in the middle of the field. McAllister fields at the 10. Takes it to the right side. Now wants to cut it back to the middle. Dodges one tackler, still loose. Finds some open field across the 40. Down into Caldwell County territory. Hit and finally brought down I think that was Vibrant got in to kind of slow him down a little bit, but a big return for Charvel McAllister into Caldwell County territory.
Hey, Dennis, that was Vibrant on the tackle. He saw that play coming from about midfield and made a beeline for the player and made a good tackle on this sideline to keep him from getting any further.
Probably a touchdown saving tackle, at least slowed him up because McAllister had a head full of steam. Thank you, Todd, for that one. First down ball on the 37 of Caldwell County for Murray as they trail this one 14-0. Sokolowski under center. Handoff to the deep back. That's Donkey. Excuse me, Danke.
And again, we're in that end of the field where it's hard to.
It looks, Bob, it looks like an empty field where you used to play pickup football games or something back when you were a kid. There's just no lines in sight with the lights in the.
Looks like it's about the 33, pickup of 4 yards.
Second down and 6 coming up for Murray. Deep back is McAllister. He takes the handoff, finds a hole on that left side, and picks up a first down. Murray looking to climb back into this one, and it's on the shoulders of McAllister at this point. First down and 10. We'll see where they spot it from the scoreboard because there's absolutely no way of telling. It looks like it's inside maybe the 20 or just inside. No, ball on the 21. Bob, I think if we can guess within a yard, we're doing pretty well tonight on that end of the field.
Absolutely.
Sokolowski. Handoff up the middle, and Caldwell County stripping the ball. Ball comes out, and we'll see if the Tigers recovered.
I think they're going to rule it down.
And the coaching staff on the far side really thought that was Caldwell County ball. See Coach McGowan over there saying that ball was loose.
Hey, guys, they're going to say that forward progress was stopped on that play. Probably looked like a good call there. The ball did come out late, but Murray's going to keep it. Ball's at the 14, just inside the just between the 15 and the 14.
Thank you, Todd. Yeah, Coach McGowan a little bit animated there for a bit, but they're going to leave it with Murray. Ball on the 14-yard line. Second down and 3 coming up for the homestanding Tigers. 3 backs lined up in the backfield. You've got McAllister, the deep back. Sokolowski takes it, hands off to Danke. Danke hits a hole, gets towards the end zone. I don't think he got in. No signal yet. They're going to mark him just outside the goal line.
Dennis, looks like they're going to spot the ball just about the 2.
Enough for a first. First and goal for Murray from the 2. And timeout, Caldwell County. We want to tell everybody that timeouts are brought to you this season by Travis Construction and Concrete. For all of your construction and concrete needs, it's Travis Construction and Concrete. They do driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and more. Good luck to the Tigers, and here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. Bob, this one's been on the ground for Murray, and they're really picking up big chunks of yardage on each carry. Ball down to the 2-yard line with 8:03 to go in the first half.
You're right, Dennis. Murray obviously trying to get back into this game, not wanting the lead to get too far away from them. Caldwell County will receive the ball to start the third quarter.
Ball spotted, as we said, Todd Griffin, our sideline reporter, helping us with the spots on that side of the field.
We get spoiled by being in Princeton and able to see the whole field from the press box.
You got to brag on our ground crew at Caldwell County. The field is marked beautifully.
I can't even see the yard side, the yard pillars that are up and down the field here. You can't read those.
No, not at all. Both teams back out on the field. First and goal from the 2 coming up for Murray. Handoff to Danke. Hits the hole through the middle, and it's touchdown Murray. And as you can probably tell, a reminder, we're outside the press box here at Murray, sitting amongst the hometown faithful. So extra point attempt coming up for Murray. That was Danke with the touchdown, even 8 minutes on the clock. Snap is back. Good snap. Kick is up and good. So with 8 minutes left in the first half, it's Caldwell County 14, Murray 7. Back in 1 minute. This is Tiger football on WPKY.
What if I told you that $1 could determine whether someone else stays warm? Now that the weather is turning colder, Penny Rile Electric can take that dollar and do just that. The Penny Rile Electric Plus One program offers an opportunity for citizens in the Penny Rile Electric service area to provide services and assistance to your neighbors. You simply agree to have $1 automatically added to your monthly bill, and your contribution will be used to help pay electric bills for those in need. Want to help? Sign up online anytime at PRECC.com.
Good luck, Tigers. Have a great season from Treasures Remembered.
Finding convenient, quality health care close to home just got easier. That's because Caldwell Medical Associates Family Practice Clinic in Fredonia has expanded its team of family medicine providers in order to give your family even more access to expert care. Trust the team at Caldwell Medical Associates. To schedule an appointment, call 272-545-3386 or visit caldwellmedical.com.
And welcome back to Talhagen Stadium. Murray kicking off. Caldwell County will have the ball going from right to left on your radio dial. And for the call here, Tiger Sports announcer Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County has Kramer and Wells back deep. Both of them spotting up at around their own 20-yard line. Murray set for the kickoff. Not sure what he's looking at the sideline for. Murray got a big jump on that far sideline. I don't know if any flags came out. Kramer fields it at the 7 or so, takes it up the near far sideline, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, pushed out of bounds. But Bob, they had one of their special teams players almost up to the 45 before that one was ever kicked. I don't know how the flag didn't come out on that one.
You're right, Dennis. I'm sitting right on the 40, just as you are. I'm in the booth, and he was 3 yards offside.
So Caldwell County will have it on about their 36-yard. They're going to call it 37-yard line to start this possession. Caldwell County leads this one 14-7. Kramer and Van Hoosier to the near side. Branch to the far side. Wells in motion across to the left. Going to Bashir, design keeper. Bashir tripped up, or he would have had some pretty good yardage on that one. Knocked down just shy of the 40-yard line.
That was a great tackle. If he doesn't make that tackle, Russ has at least 10, 15 more yards.
They're going to give him just a gain of 1, Bob. It looked like he fell with the ball almost touching the 40, so not a favorable spot for the Tigers. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Bashir flanked by Smiley and Samuel. Drops back, looks to the sideline, and it's complete. And they're going to say it was out of bounds. Wells with a great catch on that far sideline, laid out for it. I'd like to see that one again. Man, I'd like to have instant replay on that one. Far sideline, he laid out on the run and came down with it. I don't know how he could be running out of bounds. So 3rd down and 9.
It looked like his inside foot was actually in just a little bit. That's one of those plays I'd really like to see a replay of.
Yeah, too bad we don't have that here in high school football because it looked good from here, sitting right across from it. Trip set to the left. Bashir looks over the middle, tipped, and incomplete, looking for Van Hoosier, but tipped by number 59. And, of course, we don't have that number on our roster either for Murray. Andrew Orr is what the public address announcer says. So Caldwell County will have to punt it away with 7:06 to go here in the first half. Branch rolls. Nice kick. Takes a sideways bounce, and it'll go out of bounds around the 37-yard line of Murray. As the clock rolls under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Beautiful night here in Murray. Temperature in the upper 50s. And not supposed to get much colder than that tonight. And Bob, I'm really glad we just found out on the way to the game tonight that one of us was sitting outside during this broadcast because of COVID restrictions in the press box. Extra tight end for Murray. Sokolowski is going to roll behind McAllister. Decides to keep it, turns it up the field. Shakes one tackle at the 40, up to midfield and brought down. Kramer with the tackle, but not until Sokolowski picks up the first down at midfield.
Hey, Dennis, going back to that play on the sideline with the pass, that's one of those situations where if we had 7 officials here tonight, there would be somebody down the field looking at that back down the sideline. But because we've only got 5 officials, the guy at the line of scrimmage is trying to make that call down the field and maybe not got the best look at it.
And I'm going with maybe not.
I'll go for maybe not.
I still think that was it. Thank you, Todd, for that report. Sokolowski out of the shotgun sends McAllister in motion. It's going to come back this way to Danke. Danke bounces off one tackler and picks up almost 10 yards on the play down near the Tiger 40-yard line. Still some exchanges between the players when the plays are over. We've seen a couple of those called for personal fouls, so Caldwell County has to be careful on that, not let frustration get the better of them. Pickup of 9 on the play. 2nd down and 1 from the 41 for Murray. Down under 6 minutes to go here in the first half.
Another fumble would be nice about this time.
Yeah, a big takeaway by that defense for Caldwell County would be huge. Sokolowski hands off to Danke. Danke hits the line and plenty for a first down.
Down to the 30, let's say the 38-yard line.
Looks about right. Bob will go with the 38 first down and 10 for Murray as they look to try to tie this one up. Bob, they kind of surprised us, I think, in Princeton with Sokolowski's passing going 7 for 12 with almost 150 yards and 2 touchdowns about a month ago. Really not a lot of opportunity or need at this point for Sokolowski to go to the air.
Not yet. The ground game is averaging 8-9 yards a carry here the last 4 or 5 plays.
McAllister in motion. Swing pass to McAllister is complete. And a pickup, it looks like, of around 5. 2nd down coming up for Murray. Stay tuned at halftime. We will have the Little Caesars halftime report, including all of the stats of the first half. We'll go down on the field and talk with Todd. Also at halftime for the halftime moment in history brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials. A lot of business to take care of between now and then. Caldwell County trying to protect a 14-7 lead. Sokolowski takes it. Run pass option. He keeps it and gets tripped up. That was Jameis Carnahan on the tackle for Caldwell County, but it was enough for a first down for Murray. They'll move the chains. Ball is going to be spotted at the 32-yard line. No, it's got to be inside 27 now. We've got to tell the scoreboard operator we're dependent on him big time tonight. Sokolowski in an empty backfield puts McAllister in motion. Goes back to Danke. Danke jumps the line and picks up good yardage. Really should have been hit right there at the line. Able to jump tackle. I don't know if Caldwell County fell down on the play, but it looked like Elijah Shaheen had him dead to rights for no gain.
Pick up 4 yards on the play.
2nd and 6 coming up for Murray. 3:35 left to go in the first half. Bob, good crowds for both sides here tonight. I don't know what ticket sales were supposed to be limited to, but McAllister hits the left side. Somebody had his jersey from the back and held him up, but still picked up some good yardage on the play.
Close to the first down. I don't believe he made it, though.
Let's see if they're going to move them. And they
They are
do
going to go.
move the chains. It is a first down for Murray. We'll see where they'll spot it.
Like the 15-yard line, Dennis, from here. 15 or 14.
Going with the 14 on the scoreboard. Still a lot of time left for Murray. Sokolowski takes his time from the sideline. Under center, Sokolowski to Danke. Danke hit at the line, push back, and that one's not going anywhere. That's a nice stand by that Tiger defense on that one.
Caldwell County.
Hey, Dennis, that ball was at the 15 before that play, and it looks like just almost no gain on that play, so 2nd and 10 coming up.
That tackle by Drew Davis inside.
And it looks like the Tigers are running at least several times tonight. Somebody trying to shoot from the defensive secondary into the backfield and trying to create a little havoc that way.
2nd down and 10 from the 15. They've changed it on the scoreboard too. Sokolowski keeps it, gets to the sideline, pushed out of bounds. Wells, nice pursuit, and that's going to be a loss on the play. Looks like at least a couple of yards. 3rd down and 12 coming up for Murray. Ball on the 17-yard line. A good stand here by the Tigers would be big. I don't know if Murray would make it a 4-down situation this deep or not. Depends on how much they pick up on 3rd, I would suspect.
3rd and 12, 3rd and 13, something of that nature.
Sokolowski, incomplete. Looked like he had his man open, just didn't hit him. So 4th down and 12 coming up from the 17-yard line for Murray. We'll see what the decision is. And looks like they're going to run out the field goal unit.
2 minutes and 3 seconds here before halftime.
So it should be around a 34-yard attempt, 35-yard attempt.
Something in that nature, 34 or 35.
So Murray sets up for the field goal attempt. Going to scoot him up just a little bit. Not sure where the play clock is.
I think he's at the...
Kick is up. And it's going to be close. Short from 35 yards out. Caldwell County's defense holds. And the score remains 14-7. Caldwell County with 1:59 left in the first half. Bobby was on track.
It just wasn't going to get there.
Yeah, just a couple of yards short.
Yeah, look down here like maybe he caught that ball just a little fat and kind of pushed it just a little bit and just missed a little bit to the right.
That could describe my golf game earlier today as well, Todd.
Yeah, I've been known to do that a few times.
They did us a favor.
Caldwell County brings the offense back out on the field, 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. A couple of things they would like to do here. Of course, score would be high on the list, but at 1:59, Bob, you want to take that lead into the half at least, and knowing you get the ball coming out of the locker room.
You don't want to do anything funny or stupid here.
Bashir in an empty backfield. Receiver screen on the far side's complete and out of bounds. We'll see if that was Wells or Branch. Looks like Branch on the reception. So good safe play by Caldwell County on that wide receiver screen to the far side. Pickup of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Tigers. Travion Samuel in the backfield with Bashir. Branch to the far side. Wells in motion to the same side. Bashir rolls, hit from behind. Flag comes down. And we'll see what the call is. Flag in the backfield on the tackle of Bashir, and it's going to be a hold against Caldwell County.
Interesting here, you got Russ got sacked. Will they take the penalty, or will they?
I think that since they lost yardage on it, they're going to, I would say they would refuse the penalty, but we'll see.
Or are they going to
take
it from the?
They're going to accept the penalty and drive Caldwell County back. Still 2nd down, but the ball spotted somewhere around the 12, it looks like from here, Bob. So 2nd down and long. 2nd and 18. Bashir set to take the snap. Low snap, hand off to Samuel. Samuel took it towards the middle, busted back to the outside, and brought down. Nice run, Travion Samuel. That'll bring up 3rd down. Caldwell County in no hurry as we're down to minute 26. 4 receivers set to the near side. That leaves Trip Branch all alone with a smaller McAllister on man-to-man coverage. Bashir looks his way. Takes a snap, drops back, wants Branch, goes sideline. This one up in the air and incomplete. That one a little bit underthrown. Branch spun, still on the ground. Now he's able to get back up. But Bob, I think Branch did more defensive play on that one than he did offense because McAllister turned around on a pass that was a little bit underthrown. And McAllister had the position. Branch able to go up over him and knock that one back down to the ground and prevent the interception. But it's 4th down with an even 1 minute to go in the first half.
And they had 2 men covering Trip. If we can get to the receiver that only has the 1-man coverage, we could be in real business. But anytime Trip goes long, they're putting 2 men on him.
Yeah, they're bringing that free safety over to look his way. Punt out across the 40-yard line, still bouncing. 45-yard line is going to be down at the Caldwell County 47-yard line with 50 seconds to go. Murray has 50 seconds to try to tie this one up. Polly Eye's stats of the first half coming your way at halftime, so stay tuned for that.
You're going to mark it at the 46.
46 is where they're officially going to put it. Winner of this one takes a trip to Mayfield next week, COVID permitting, of course. Sokolowski with a hard count, almost drew Caldwell County off. Now looks back around to the sideline. Moves Danke into the slot. Sokolowski looks down the field, had a man open, throws deep towards the end zone. This one is deflected and caught by Murray. Touchdown Tigers. That's number 81, Bob. We'll see if we've got that one. That one deflected. Looked like off of a Caldwell player and a Murray player. And just at the right place at the right time was number 81.
We'll just have to listen
Daniel Klukan.
Klukan, okay.
And there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Was he?
Touchdown's good. And a personal foul on Murray.
Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike. So after the play, an unsportsmanlike against Murray is called, but an extra point away from tying this one up with 40 seconds left in the first half. Murray's flipped the switch here in the last 8 minutes of the second quarter and tied this one up. Bob, that was kind of a fluke touchdown. Still counts just the same, but good coverage downfield by Caldwell County, just trying to knock it down. It got deflected right into the hands of Klukan. And Murray, not enough players on the field. They have to burn a timeout.
So I guess this penalty will be enforced on the kickoff because they're not moving the PAT kid, the ball back there.
Timeout on the field. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. This is Tiger Football on WPKY.
Or loss of income because you can't work. You may be entitled to compensation if another driver caused your injury. Get help. Call attorney Matt Schunk in Princeton, Kentucky at 270-365-MATT. He'll give you the personal attention that you won't find at the big law firms with big billboards. Call Matt Schunk for a free consultation at 270-365-MATT. That's 270-365-6288.
This is an advertisement.
You're listening to Caldwell County Football on WPKY
And welcome back to Ty Holland Stadium. Still penalty not marked off the regular PAT try. And for the call here, voice of the Tigers, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Yeah, I think that 15-yard penalty will take place on the kickoff to the Tigers after this point after attempt is put up. 40 seconds left in the first half. And Murray looking to tie this one up at 14. Still a lot of discussion by the officials. I don't know what it is. Now they're going to back away and get the players set for the point after. Murray set. Snap is good and down. Kick is up and good. So with 40 seconds left before we go to halftime, we are knotted at 14 here at Ty Holland Stadium. We'll take a quick break and be right back. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Posted on the front door, and all tables are set up for social distancing. You are encouraged to wear your mask when entering and exiting the business. There is no buffet at this time. All dine-in orders are packaged as if they are to-go orders. Enjoy your favorite meal at KFC on the Marion Road in Princeton. Dine in, carry out, or drive-thru. They are here to serve you.
U-Ride has upped their game. As a matter of fact, it's a whole new ball game. It's an all-new sales team, bringing 33 years of experience to work for you. They're here to serve your vehicle needs from start to finish, and they do it all safely with a personalized hometown feel. More variety with better quality. On-the-lot financing, and you can apply safely online at uridesales.com. Call for an appointment today with one of their friendly sales staff. U-Ride on the Marion Road, Princeton, 270-365-3818.
Welcome back to Murray, Kentucky. Caldwell County set to receive the kickoff. 40 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 14-14 all knotted up. For the call, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Murray's going to kick off from their own 25-yard line. So 40 seconds still on the clock. Caldwell County should have really good field position after this kickoff. Kramer and Wells are deep for the Tigers. We'll see if anybody picks them up on the run across before they kick it this time. Kick is up, straight down the middle. Is going to be fielded by Wells at the 35. Takes it up the field to the right side, runs into traffic, tries to turn, and is going to be brought down shy of the 40-yard line. So not bad field position, but you really kind of expected on any run back at all up near midfield or better. For Caldwell County, 32 seconds, that's still a lot of time for Tiger offenses to move down the field. Plus, you've got Viverette that was trying field goal attempts from about 58 yards during the warm-ups to this end.
And nailing most of them.
Kramer in motion. Here comes the outside receiver. Caldwell County shifts. Bashir takes it. Down the field, complete, and a big hit held on to. We'll see what Tiger that was that was able to hold on after that hit. I think it's Van Hoosier. What a catch into Murray territory, and a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down, but man, he took a lick and then still picked up about 2 or 3 yards after that hit by Murray.
At the 43-yard line of Murray.
Hey, Dennis, that was Van Hoosier, and he delivered a lick after making the catch.
Yeah, that's a tough kid to bring down. He's got great size and held onto the ball well. Bashir has to roll. Pressure gets to him. Throws that one out of bounds and stops the clock with 20 seconds left.
And guys, we're going to get a penalty on Murray on this play, definitely holding on the receiver on the outside. Murray defender took Trip Branch all the way to the ground on that one.
We'll take anything we can get to try to get at least in Viverette range.
We're in range right now.
Hold against Murray. And as Todd said, that was the coverage on Trip Branch, bringing Branch to the ground on the far side. So another Lake Barkley CrossFit first down. Caldwell County moving here late in the first half. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Empty backfield for Bashir. Snap is back, rush And a blitz from the outside takes Russ down back near the 45-yard line. Big loss on the play. 6 seconds comes off the clock, 14 seconds. Ball's going to be spotted at the 43-yard line. Nobody able to pick up on the blitz on the weak side. And Bashir paid the price, had no time to move. Timeout called on the field. Timeout's brought to you by Travis Construction and Concrete. For all of your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundation walls, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and more, it's Travis Construction and Concrete. Coming up at the half, the Little Caesars halftime report. Bob Hayes will have all of the stats of the first half. Todd Griffin will have the report from down on the sideline. And we'll look ahead to the second half, which Caldwell County will receive the kickoff to start the second half. So all that coming your way after 14 seconds more of play. But Bob, a big comeback for Murray here in the last 8 minutes of this second quarter. And we are knotted up at 14 with Caldwell County. I think that sack may have taken them just outside of the range of Viverette. So it'll be an interesting call here with 14 seconds left on a 2nd and 20.
I think we can get Mayfield, Murray, I think we can get into their secondary, Dennis, and complete the pass. I think we got one timeout left.
4 receivers to the near side. Trip Branch, the lone receiver to the far side. Of course, McAllister in coverage on him. And down the field, looking for Van Hoosier. This one's going to be knocked down. Triple coverage on Van Hoosier. 7 seconds left on the clock. So 3rd down and 20 coming up for Caldwell County. As you said, Bob, you've got a timeout left. A quick hit somewhere, at least pick up a few yards and get Viverette just a little bit closer.
If we can get to the 30-yard line, I feel pretty good about our chances. Only a 13-yard gain will do that.
Travion Samuel in the backfield. Bashir looks over the middle. This one's intercepted at the 25-yard line, up the sideline, and brought down. Wells came back to make the tackle, and that'll take us to halftime on the interception. At the half, it's Caldwell County 14, Murray 14. We'll take a break and be back to start the Little Caesars halftime report, so stay tuned. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
For holiday inspiration this year is at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. They've transformed their showroom and windows into a holiday showplace that you don't want to miss. Find the perfect table and chairs for hosting Thanksgiving dinner and special 24-month interest-free financing at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress, where you always get the best selection, the best furniture at the best price on the Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
Good luck to all Tiger athletic teams from Josh Ray at Woodman Life.
The Planters Bank season of giving is underway. You can shop for gifts while helping local nonprofit organizations. Planters Bank has given each selected organization an initial $5,000 donation. You can purchase items from any branch or online, and 100% of the proceeds will go to the organization supported by that branch. Visit Planters Bank Facebook page for more details. Get some shopping done, all while supporting local and area charities through Planters Bank's season of giving.
Hey guys, it's Kelly Capps with Farmers Bank. Buying a home can be stressful, and I'm sure you have many questions like what's a good rate? What type of loan is right for me? I'm here to walk you through the process. Whether you're buying your first home, downsizing, or looking to upgrade, Farmers Bank has the options for you. We offer rural housing, VA loans, and so much more. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call, or you can apply online at yournxtbank.com. Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Black Patch Grill says, "Go Tigers." Good luck this season.
Trice Hughes wants your vehicle to last as long as possible. It's getting cooler, and that brings on the yellow light on your dash. Tire pressure. When the temperature drops, so does your tire pressure. This can cause a warning. Stop by Trice Hughes, and they'll check your tires and get rid of that stubborn light.
Trice Hughes is here for you and any questions you may have about your vehicle. Buy your next vehicle from the home team. Find them on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or at tricehughes.com.
For a delicious meal, try Kay's Kitchen in Princeton. They have great home cooking, just like Mom and Grandma used to do. Enjoy cook-to-order breakfast every day, all day. Daily lunch specials include favorites like open-faced roast beef, grilled chicken tenderloins, country fried steak, smoked pork chops, and catfish and shrimp on Fridays. All your favorite veggies, too. And don't forget Kay's homemade desserts. Open Monday through Thursday, 5 to 2, Friday, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 5:30 to 11. Kay's Kitchen, 501 North Jefferson Street, Princeton, 1 block from the courthouse.
Don't be left out in the cold this winter. Fortner Gas is ready to keep you warm. Fortner Gas is available 24/7 and will always take care of their customers when other companies leave people in the cold. Just contact Fortner Gas and schedule a propane delivery to your home or business. They want your business and will prove that to you. You can count on Fortner Gas in Princeton to keep you warm and toasty this winter. Doesn't that sound good? Fortner Gas since 1951.
Teams are in the locker room, and it's time for the Tiger Halftime Report on WPKY.
And welcome back to Ty Holland Stadium. We're at halftime here. Caldwell County and Murray High knotted up at 14-14. I'm going to turn it over right now to my cohort, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Time now for the Little Caesars halftime report. Just when you thought that pizza and breadsticks couldn't get any better, Slices and Sticks has arrived at Little Caesars to prove that these two favorites are even tastier together. Slices and Sticks combines 4 pepperoni pizza slices, 8 cheese bread sticks in 1 pizza, plus a side of crazy sauce. That's at Little Caesars of Princeton, and Bob, I mentioned to you on the way down, that's the granddaughter's new favorite. She wants Slices and Sticks on all visits. So a great box of food. And I think somewhere around $6, maybe $7. So a lot of food in that. It's a great deal. That's at Little Caesars. Tell you what, before we go to the stats of the first half, let's hear from the sideline and Todd Griffin.
Dennis, thanks. Gary and I are back over here, and it's a 14-14 deadlock at halftime. Gary, Caldwell County with a good start to the game. Murray came back and tied it, and this first drive of the second half is going to be interesting.
Fortunately, Caldwell does receive the second half kickoff. It looks like we've been able to do some things over the middle. I believe that our passing game, the quick stuff's working. We're doing some long stuff to soften them up, and those may not look like good plays, but that's what's setting up the passes over the middle. They can't do both right now. We just have to figure out what defense they're in and make sure that we make the right read. For the most part, Russ is doing that.
You know, I think the Tigers had a good game plan coming down here tonight, and they've executed it fairly well. But I really think the second half of this game, and even if you go back to the first game in Princeton this year, it comes down to who's more physical and who wants to win the game. I mean, you can X and O all you want, but it's going to come down to who wants it.
Right now, I think both teams are playing physical. I don't see one team a far amount ahead of the other one. Both teams are tackling hard. Both teams are trying to do what they want to do. For the most part, Murray's trying to run it down your throat. For the most part, we're trying to pick apart their secondary. And we've been equally successful, 2 touchdowns each. I think, though, the offenses have been very basic. If there's a wrinkle, we're going to see it soon.
Well, and just watching the Tigers, they're having their halftime locker room over here behind the visiting stands. Coach McClung had a board out and was drawing a whole lot on it, and he's talking to the defense right now. So I still think a lot of that. Caldwell actually came out with some different things tonight. I think we did some things to maybe run blitz a little bit and try to screw up Murray when they were trying to get blocking assignments. McClung's still over there writing on that board, so it'll be interesting to see what the Caldwell County Tigers come out with in the second half.
I don't think we have to do much defensively differently schematically. I think it really comes down to getting their ball carriers on the ground. When we got them in second long, third long, they're far less effective. I think we've done well with our play calling offensively. This is a good team. They're physical too. I mean, they've played well against their opponents. They're not 5-3 for nothing. But really, I think the key is this game may go down to a field goal, and after the guy chunked that one, and with Blake, what we know he can do, I feel better with our kicker than theirs.
Well, I think if you go back again to the first meeting, the way Murray ran the football that night, it seemed like when they ran it, Caldwell County's defense did not have people in the right spots at times. Tonight, when Murray gets a big play, it's just because somebody has missed a tackle. We saw the big pass play. It went off a Caldwell County defender's hands. Looked like Caldwell County was about to pick it, and it ended up a touchdown for Murray. Tonight, it seems like when Murray runs the football, Caldwell County has people there. It's just a matter of, again, being physical. And, you know, you can't fault somebody for a missed tackle here or there because Murray's pretty good, too.
It's not like we're getting gashed. I mean, you're not sitting there going, how are we ever going to stop them? What we're looking for now is, can we get them down, first down, and get them into second long and third and uncomfortable? I mean, when Murray is at its best, you're bewildered at how you're ever going to stop them. Now, they've called some things, and I think Murray has had to get away from some of their blocking techniques that they may have been allowed to do in Princeton. And I think that's made a difference because when they have to block within the rules, they're not as explosive.
Well, and again, we're going to take a big look at that first drive of the second half. Caldwell County is going to get the football. The Tigers, the blue and gold Tigers, don't want to have to play from behind tonight. If you can keep Murray behind on the scoreboard and behind on the sticks, that's a success rate to get out of here with a win tonight.
And right now, Murray has not had a lead, and I think that's the game plan. Yes, they've caught up with us, but I think a lot of the reason they've caught up was just, like I said, a little fluky here, and they did have one good drive where they executed through some of our missed tackles. They were getting some yards after contact. We're going to have to clean that up, and we're going to have to figure out what rotations work. Right now, we know what they do. We know what we are. How is it going to work out? I think this is a toss-up.
A 14-14 deadlock here at halftime. Dennis, back over to you and Bob.
All right, thank you, Todd, and Gary on the sideline for that. 14-all, as Todd said, 6:45 before we kick off that second half. We're going to turn it over now to Bob Hayes and the Polly-Eye stats of the first half. Polly-Eye is the best pizza anywhere, and try to prove me wrong. Polly-Eye is in Princeton. Tell Dynamite that you appreciate him helping bring you Tiger football this season. And now I'll turn it over for the stats of the first half to Bob Hayes.
Thank you, Dennis. The score here at halftime in Murray, Kentucky is Caldwell County 14, Murray High 14. Let's review the scoring before we get into the stats. In the first quarter, Caldwell County gets on the board first on a 2-yard run by Russ Bashir. That coming at the 6-minute, 40-second mark of the first quarter. Blake Vyred adds the extra point. Caldwell County leading 7-0 at that point. In the second quarter, Tate Van Hoosier on a 45-yard pass from Russ Bashir. Tate with a solid, hard run after that catch into the end zone at the 9-minute, 57-second mark of the second quarter. Extra point again good by Blake Vyred. Caldwell County leading 14-0 over Murray at that time. Murray would score twice in the second quarter. The first score coming on a Brendan Danke 2-yard run at the 8-minute mark of the second quarter. Kane adding the extra point. Caldwell County leading 14-7 at that point. And then late in the first half, Sokolowski hooks up with Daniel Kluken on a 54-yard pass that was batted into the air by Caldwell. And obviously it didn't come down in our guy's hands. It came down in the Murray receiver's hand. That coming with 40 seconds to play in the first half. Extra point added by Kane. So we're knotted up here at halftime, 14-14. For the Tigers, in the first half, not a very strong running game by the Tigers. Travion Samuel, 3 carries for 6 yards. Russ Bashir, 5 carries for no yards. And basically the 10-yard sack that he suffered took away his positive yardage on that play. And Logan Smiley, 1 carry for 2 yards. Caldwell County with 9 rushing attempts, 8 yards. In the passing game, Russ Bashir was 9 out of 18, 1 interception. Baron Wills with 3 catches for 26 yards. Trip Branch, 3 catches for 28 yards. And Tate Van Hoosier, 3 catches for 79 yards. The big one being the 45-yard pass play early in the second quarter. Tate with 1 touchdown here tonight. Russ Bashir with the other touchdown. So 9 passes totaling 133 yards. Caldwell County's net yardage here, total offense in the first half, 141 yards. For Murray, in the rushing department, they've carried the ball 23 times, rushed it for 126 yards.
generally in the 5 yards per carry branch. They've also completed 4 passes out of 6 attempts for 88 yards. And so when you add Murray's 126 yards on the ground, 88 yards through the air, 214 yards of total offense, a lot of that coming on one drive, 46 yards, which ended up, it was an 11-play drive, ended up in a missed field goal by Murray. So those 46 yards didn't put any points on the board. And the fluke of all flukes happening with 40 seconds to go in the second quarter, where Caldwell County had the pass really defended by 3 different players. The ball hung up in the air for a good long time, but it's got to be knocked to the ground, but it was not, in this particular case, knocked up in the air. And Murray receiver was the recipient of a gift, if you will. And so we're knotted up here at halftime, 14-14. Caldwell County will receive the kickoff to start the third quarter. And so, Dennis, it's been what we expected, and I'll have to echo the thoughts of what Gary and Todd said. We're not getting gashed on the ground. We've just got to let these big, long pass plays to go for naught, if you will. And we're due to break a pass play. We've got guys open, it looks like, from here over the middle. They're taking our outside away with 2 defenders. And one of these times we're going to get the ball into the middle of the field, which we did to Tate Fanhoosier. That's how Tate had his touchdown catch. So we get the ball to start the third quarter. And as they always say, one of the crucial moments of the football game is what you do on the first drive in the third quarter.
And one thing I'd like to add that I'm kind of looking for, Bob, from Caldwell County standpoint, we didn't have as good a protection on Bashir in that second quarter as we did the first, and he was really flushed out of that pocket, had to throw on the run, got blitzed, and had about a 10-yard loss on that last drive here towards the end of the first half. So got to keep that protection on Russ a little bit better and give him some time, because I think our receivers are better than their defensive backs if we just have the time to hit them.
And I have to agree with that, because one occasion tonight, Murray's been called for pass interference. And, they're doing everything they can to thwart the Tiger catching the football. So one of these things that we've got to take advantage of is when we get the opportunity is to hit the short pass and see what we can do with it.
All right. About a half a minute, I would imagine they'll put a little bit of time maybe back on the clock. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard is brought to you by Goodwin Insurance, your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Goodwin Insurance is a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics, and they send a special shout out to 2021 senior class and a special shout out to Goodwin Insurance's own seniors, Jordan and Leighton Hammett. Taking a look around the area, all these games at the half. Hoptown over Callaway County 14-6. It's Apollo in a surprise over McCracken County 10-7. At the end of the second quarter, Owensboro 55, Breckenridge nothing. Owensboro Catholic over McLean County 20-8. And also at the half, Henderson County over Davis County 35-6. Here in Murray, it's Caldwell and Murray knotted up at 14. Todd, if you're still with us, let's take it over to you for the halftime moment in history.
All right, Dennis, thanks. We're back down here on the field, and I think for the moment in history, every time we come up with the Murray game, you have to go back to that Tess Sybil's catch in the end zone in the regional championship game in 2012. Caldwell County won that game 10-7. But, I'd also like to go back a couple of years ago, actually just last season. That was a 42-40 game here. The last time Caldwell County beat Murray, the last 2 times the 2 teams have got together, Murray has come out on top, but both of those games have been at Tiger Stadium in Princeton. So, maybe history is on Caldwell County's side tonight, because the last time we were here, Caldwell County pulled out a close one, 42-40, during the regular season last year.
All right, thank you for that, Todd. The halftime moment in history brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials. West Kentucky Memorials, with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville. Proud supporter of Caldwell County football, and their son is a Caldwell County Tiger. That's Jameis Carnahan, number 20, a running back and outside linebacker.
And Dennis, one thing while we're sitting here waiting for the 3 minutes that they put back on the clock each half is watching Blake Vibrett nail consistently field goals from 52 yards out. What a nice weapon we have in him, and just a junior.
Yeah, kid's got a great leg on him, and it may come into play, very likely could, here at the end of this ball game. That's going to do it for us on the Little Caesars halftime report. Just when you thought that pizza and breadsticks couldn't get any better, Slices and Sticks has arrived at Little Caesars to prove that these two favorites are even tastier together. Got my seal of approval on those. Slices and Sticks combines 4 pepperoni pizza slices, 8 cheese breadsticks, and 1 pizza. Plus, you've got that side of crazy sauce. You got to have the crazy sauce, Bob, or what's the use?
What's the use?
Yeah, the crazy sauce tops it off, and you got to have that with those breadsticks. So go by, tell them you want Slices and Sticks. Tell them Bob and Dennis sent you, and thanks to Little Caesars for sponsoring our halftime show all season. Under a minute to go before we kick this one off, 14-14 here as Caldwell County will get the ball to start the second half. Bob, what are you thinking for the second half on this drive in particular? What are you looking for Caldwell County to maybe change up a little bit?
I'll agree with Gary what he said at halftime. I think if we get these little short 7, 8, 9, 10-yard passes, I think Murray's defensive secondary looks confused from where I'm sitting, and I think we've tried to hit the long shot 4 or 5 times tonight, and maybe that's lulling them into something that maybe we'll go away from a little bit in the second half. But I don't know that we want to feature a running game tonight. I think we can pass on them and pass on them successfully if we get protection for Russ.
Yeah, I think that's going to be key to Russ. On the one side, you've got Tripp Branch over there, and you know how Russ likes to just throw it up and let Tripp go for the jump ball. He's against Charvel McAllister most of the time in one-on-one coverage, although they've seen that play. We're not surprising Murray with anything. They've seen what Branch can do, so they are floating that free safety towards that side of the field. He's kind of cheating to that side a little bit. It's not really double coverage. It's man-to-man coverage, but they're going to bring that safety over, and just in case Branch was to go up and to make the catch over McAllister, they're going to have somebody back with him. On the other side, when they run that a lot, we've seen something a little bit new for Caldwell County, a 4 wide receiver set on the left side.
Exactly. So we probably still have 1 or 2 things up our sleeve. We're getting ready here for the kickoff to start the third quarter. Third quarter is going to be brought to you by Cozy Living, Interiors and Boutique, been under the ownership and management Pam and Hab Havelock for the past 3 years. Beautiful furniture, bedding, accessories, and gifts. Cozy Living, Interiors and Boutique next to the bowling alley in Princeton. And it's everything a home should be. And for the kickoff here to start the third quarter, my friend Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Short kick's going to be fielded by Kramer at the 15-yard line. Takes it to the far side, finds a hole, and makes a good run back with it. Getting out near the 40-yard line. We'll see if he makes it to it. And we've had a couple of texts tonight. We cannot live stream the playoff games because of restrictions from KHSAA. So the film of the ball game will be on afterwards on YouTube. We are filming tonight. You can watch the replay of it, but not able to live stream it since it is playoff action. Caldwell County, 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Bashir on the keeper, and he's going to be thrown for a loss in the backfield. Murray, Bob, about midway, maybe a little bit earlier of that second quarter, really started getting a jump through that line and has caused Bashir a lot of problems with some pressure.
That's a 2-yard loss on that particular play. Ball now at the 37.
May have to keep Van Hoosier in a little bit more, although this time he's going to come out with a trip set to the left, Branch to the right, all alone. Samuel in the backfield, and they're going to put Samuel in motion. Looks like Murray jumped, no flag on the play. Bashir scrambles away from pressure, heads to the sideline, throws it, and it goes out of bounds. Are they going to call that an incomplete pass? I think it's an incomplete pass, or his knee was down. I think they're going to call here on the sideline, flag on the play.
I don't see how that's not
it can't be grounding. He was outside the pocket.
And
he was outside the tackles.
And he had a receiver in the area.
think that's what they call it.
That's what they're calling. Yeah, that's loss of down, too.
So 3rd down and 12. Ball spotted back on the 25-yard line. Not an ideal start for Caldwell County here in the 3rd quarter. But Bob, I'm with you. He had I think it was Kramer, if I'm not mistaken. We'd have to look at it on the replay later on tonight on YouTube. But looked like he had a receiver in the area. As it is, 3rd down. Bashir on the keeper up the middle, tries to get it to the outside, makes a good cut, but it's not going to be enough for a 1st down, positive yardage, and a nice quick cut candidate for Bashir. But it's still going to bring up 4th down for Caldwell County. Bob, some questionable calls, and Todd made a good point when we went to him earlier in the first half. Only 5 officials, for some reason, working a playoff game.
Yeah, and that frustrates me. I mean, an important game like this, what's going on with the signing secretary?
And at least 10 to a dozen games called off because of COVID this week, so not like a lack of officials maybe. Ball is fumbled on the return. I think Murray was able to fall on it, but they must have seen number 71 do something during the year to field these kickoffs, but that's the second one that he's laid on the ground, able to fall back on that one.
I believe I'd be looking for another return guy.
Hey, guys, you were talking about the referees. I believe it's the home team's responsibility to ask for 7 referees. I think the home team gets the call on that, and obviously Murray, a team that just runs the ball a whole lot, is probably more comfortable with 5 instead of going with 7.
It may be a good point, Todd, but it seems like you still should have a full stock of referees for a playoff situation if they're available. Sokolowski, handoff to Danke up the middle, short gain on the play. Nice tackle by Drew Davis inside for Caldwell County. But Bob, there's a lot of problems that we could all solve if we just sat around a table and come up with that. We'll even bring our old buddy Jeff McDaniels back in because we cured all of soccer's woes back during the several seasons that we did some play-by-play for the soccer teams.
But you know, I mean, I don't know, normally I guess you have 5. You either have your choice of 5 or 7, but it ought to be required to put 7.
Sokolowski, a pitch to McAllister, breaks the line, and he's off to the races, one man to beat, and it's in, touchdown Murray. Kramer did all he could to try to get down there and knock him out of bounds before he crossed. But a pitch to the deep back McAllister has Murray with their first lead of the night with 9:34 left to go in the 3rd quarter. So a horrific start for Caldwell County. Not only could they not pick up the 1st down with their first possession, but now Murray scores. Murray Tigers will try to tack on the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, and kick is good. 9:34 left in the 3rd quarter. Murray with their first lead of the night. Murray 21, Caldwell 14, back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football on WPKY.
Hey guys, it's Kelly Capps with Farmers Bank. Buying a home can be stressful, and I'm sure you have many questions, like what's a good rate? What type of loan is right for me? I'm here to walk you through the process. Whether you're buying your first home, downsizing, or looking to upgrade, Farmers Bank has the options for you. We offer rural housing, VA loans, and so much more. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call, or you can apply online at yournxtbank.com. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Trice Hughes wants your vehicle to last as long as possible. It's getting cooler, and that brings on the yellow light on your dash. Tire pressure. When the temperature drops, so does your tire pressure. This can cause a warning. Stop by Trice Hughes, and they'll check your tires and get rid of that stubborn light.
Trice Hughes is here for you. And any questions you may have about your vehicle. Buy your next vehicle from the home team.
And welcome back to Murray, Kentucky. Murray to kick off to the Tigers. Ball on the tee at the 40-yard line. For the call, voice of the Tigers, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County having a play from behind for the first time tonight, set to receive the kickoff here with 9:34 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Murray approaches, kick is up. It's Going to be a short one, fielded by Kramer at the 10-yard line. Goes to the right side, got some room, takes it up the sideline, still on his feet, brought down near the 40-yard line. We'll see how close. Caldwell County was Bashir, comes out for their second possession here in the second half. Going to have Kramer to the near side, bunch set. Pitch goes to Wells. Wells to the far sideline, picks up a first down into Murray territory.
Now, Dennis, was that a pitch or a...
Yeah, that was a pitch back.
Okay, it's a run.
Absolutely.
Ball
Good
at,
play by Caldwell County.
ball at the Murray 46-yard line.
46, 1st and 10. That's a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down. We haven't talked about our friends at Lake Barkley CrossFit enough tonight. We need some more of these first, and Caldwell County is going to get called. They moved here on the left side of the line. So the battle back the Tigers up into their own side of the field and be 1st and 15 from their own 49-yard line. Great night here at Murray for football. You couldn't ask for much better the week before Thanksgiving.
Beautiful weather.
Bashir in the backfield with Samuel. Aaron Wells in motion. 3 receivers to the near side. Over the middle. Tate Van Hoosier complete at the 35, and he's not going to get caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's what we were mentioning in the halftime. Complete these little passes over the middle and see what we can do with it.
I think Bashir did a great job looking off the defense, looked over here towards Wells. Wells made a good decoy, jumped up like he was going to catch one. Bashir turned back around, and Tate Van Hoosier had a step or two on his defender, and it was a good pass from Russ Bashir. Tate's already showed those stiff arms. I'm sure nobody was really looking to get real close to him.
I don't think they wanted a piece of him, Dennis.
I don't think so.
They were away from him, that's for sure.
Little timing problem. Flag goes down, and it's going to be called before the snap. I think Viverette actually went towards the ball or towards the kicking spot before the ball was snapped, so they called for a illegal motion against Caldwell County before the snap. Oh, it's going to be against Murray.
I thought they had jumped.
Did he call a personal foul against Murray? Or a chop block?
I have not seen. I thought I was assuming it was going to be offside, but half the distance is now at the 1.5-yard line.
Something threw the timing off for Viverette because you could tell he took a step and stopped, but the penalty against Murray. So Viverette will get another shot at this one to tie it up. High snap, kick is up. And this one is good and on the roof of the building here at Ty Holland Stadium. 8:51 to go in the third quarter. Knotted back up at 21. We'll take a break and be right back. This is Tiger Football on WPKYOnline.com.
Because during this extremely difficult time in healthcare, many are afraid to go to the hospital or the doctor's office. Some folks may miss the opportunity to have Penny Royal Hospice help them through the most difficult of times. As a family member, you can refer your loved ones for the additional care needed at end of life without a hospital or doctor's visit. Penny Royal Hospice. It's about living to the fullest.
Go Tigers from Taco John. Have a great season, Tiger athletes.
Raider Auction Company is owned and operated by Delbert Raider. Delbert has been in the agricultural field for over 40 years and is well known for his knowledge of used equipment. Raider Auction holds 4 consignment auctions a year, and they buy and sell equipment on a daily basis. If you're looking for a piece of equipment, they'll do their best to locate it, and financing is available. Contact Delbert Raider at 270-881-2610 or Amy Ezel at 270-604-2880 for all your used equipment needs. Raider Auction Company, Skyline Drive.
Kickoff handled by Murray. Caldwell County was penalized on that kickoff return, and Murray's returned it to the
Murray 40-yard line and a penalty flag on the play, and Murray's going to be penalized, and I'll turn it over to my friend Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. That was McAllister on the return. They formed a good little wedge for him. He had a good return, but the penalty is going to take it back on a hold. And sometimes there's a reason why there's a big hole for the back to run through. And this is the case. Bob, going back to what we talked about at halftime, that second possession, they gave Russ time back there to let the play develop to Van Hoosier. He kind of had time to look the defense off over towards Wells, got Van Hoosier open. So what we were looking for actually happened, and it turned into 7 for Caldwell County. McAllister breaks the line of scrimmage, and he's off to the races. He's not going to be stopped. One play, touchdown Murray. Charvel McAllister hit a hole and left everybody standing. So in the span of one play since the game got tied, Murray retakes the lead at 27-21, extra point pending. But Bob, one of the quickest first steps, I think we mentioned this at Princeton about a month ago. This kid's got the quickest first step of just about anybody we've played all season.
He's definitely quick.
Extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and good. 8:32 to go in the third quarter. Murray's back out in front, 28-21. Back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football on YourSportsEdge.com.
You can shop for gifts while helping local nonprofit organizations. Planters Bank has given each selected organization an initial $5,000 donation. You can purchase items from any branch or online, and 100% of the proceeds will go to the organization supported by that branch. Visit Planters Bank Facebook page for more details. Get some shopping done, all while supporting local and area charities through Planters Bank's season of giving.
And welcome back to Ty Holland Stadium. Murray set to kick off to the Tigers. Conventionally this time, the ball will be kicked from the Murray 40-yard line, and for the call, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County will try to tie it up again. Biggest lead of the night's been 14 by Caldwell County. They jumped out 14-0. Murray able to tie it up just before the end of the half. Kickoff is going to be a short one, fielded by Kramer at the 15-yard line. Takes it to that right side again, goes up the sideline, dances and pushed out of bounds.
Max has several yards tonight in kickoff returns. He's averaging, I'm sure, 20-plus yards a kickoff return tonight. That one's out at the.
Let's see where they spot that. Is it the 32?
32 or.
I think that's where they're going to set it on the scoreboard, 33-yard line, 1st and 10 for Caldwell County with 8:26 to go in the third quarter. A lot of fireworks so far early in this quarter. We'll see what the Tigers have up their sleeve. Extra tight end in for the Tigers. Bashir takes it, little shovel pass, and this one's going to go for a loss. Gave it up to Wells. And nowhere to go for Wells, strung out by Murray. It's going to take it back to the 30-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 13 for Caldwell County. Murray really stretching that defense out, containing the Tigers on the ends. Travion Samuel in the backfield with Bashir. Russ takes it, looks down the field, rolls to his left, goes to the sideline, and hit out of bounds. Could have been called a late hit, Bob. Looked like he was across the sideline, but hard to tell with the Murray bench so close to the field, edge of the field. And our very different vantage point here at Murray.
And I think he got back the 3 yards that we lost it at the 33, Dennis.
I think you're right. 33. It's 3rd down and 10 for Caldwell County. Van Hoosier in the slot on the right side. Trip Branch, far side receiver. Bashir drops back, has time over the middle, tipped and almost intercepted. Knocked down, incomplete. Caldwell County dodges a bullet there to an extent, as that one hung up in the air, just barely came down to the ground before the Murray linebacker was able to try to make the dive for it. Murray High will send big number 71 back, and Bob, hopefully he'll have a chance to receive this one.
I think it was Mark, Dennis. We'll try to let him field it. Oh,
nice kick. He waves for the fair catch and catches this one. It's going to be spotted near the 40-yard line of Murray. And we're going to wait for the officials to make the spot. 7:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Murray High leads this one 28-21. 28-7 spurt by Murray here has them with the lead and the ball halfway through the 3rd quarter. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for Murray.
What we got to do now is shut down this running attack.
McAllister hits the line and not going anywhere that time. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. Caldwell County a little bit more inspired on that defensive line on that play. But Murray puts a lot of backers. There's 2 backs in front of McAllister when he takes that ball on the handoff or on the pitch.
Pick up a 1 yard on that play makes it 2nd and 9 for Murray.
I don't know how he ever got that because Bob, we're lined up exactly across from the 40.
It's beyond me.
McAllister in motion. Sokolowski run pass option, throws it over to McAllister. McAllister stops, makes a little dodge move and gets up near midfield, brought down by Davis. And I think they're going to call for a measurement maybe, looking across the field. Ball spotted at the 49. And a flag on the sideline. I think that one's going to be on Coach Barnes. Obviously, Coach Barnes not happy with a few of the calls earlier tonight. And I think it just reached his boiling point. Unsportsmanlike against the bench. So what looked like it was going to be a measurement for a 1st down turns into an easy call on this one. Ball is going to be spotted at the 30, should be the 36-yard line. And now he's going to move it all the way down to the 35, which
is a 16-yard penalty, maybe a 17-yard penalty.
Yeah, almost 16 at least. Todd, if you catch anything on what was bothering Coach Barnes enough to get the flag, you just let me know and we'll go to you right now. Murray, 1st and 10 from the Caldwell County 35-yard line. Pitch back to McAllister, tries to get on the outside, cuts it up, still on his feet, and finally brought down. Not a 1st down, but a pretty good run on 1st down, pickup of near 7 yards on the play. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and short for Murray. 6:02 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Murray leads this one 28-21 and driving. 3-back set for Murray behind Sokolowski. He'll go under center, something you see rarely in high school football anymore. Pickup of 6 on that last play. 2nd and 4 for Murray. To Danke. Danke stumbles over a couple of players and picks up maybe 2 on the play.
Hey, Dennis, that play earlier, the penalty, it was definitely on Coach Barnes on the sideline. He's still talking with the referee over here trying to get an explanation. I don't think he was very happy with some of the things going on.
And still early in the ball game, so Coach Barnes has to be a little bit careful on that one, but I can certainly sense his frustration. There's been times tonight, Bob, we've even seen from things like yardage markers to the catch that it looked like Wells easily had on a nice dive and just not getting the calls. Hand off to Danke. Danke hits the line, push back, and he's not going to get the first down. I think that was a great stand by the Tiger defense. They closed that hole down quick. Fourth down coming up for Murray with 4:44 left to go.
Well, they're going to give him no gain on that play.
4th and 1. We'll see if Murray wants to go for it. Obviously, I think this is about the same distance they tried the field goal a little bit earlier, fell about 3 yards short. So they're not going to trot that team out on the field. Sokolowski looks like he's going to try to pick it up himself in the backfield out of the shotgun, puts McAllister in motion. He'll roll out, looks up the field, and still ball on the ground. And I think Caldwell County recovers. We'll see. No signal as of yet. Trying to unpile everybody. It looked like Caldwell County had the best shot at it. And we'll see. Murray High able to come back up with it.
Well, guys, Tate Van Hooser came firing out of there like Caldwell County had the ball, but it's going to go the other way.
Todd, from where we were sitting, it looked like Caldwell County had the best dive to get on top of it. But Murray able to hold on to it and pick up the first down on the play. So kind of the double whammy for Caldwell County.
And Todd, can you give us a yard line?
Looks like it's on the 21. Or is that
20?
On the 21, yeah.
6 on the scoreboard, 21 on the field. McAllister in motion. Sokolowski rolls, looks to the side. Flag goes down. Sokolowski throws it out of bounds. Flag in the backfield. You would suspect holding, and it's going to be a hold against Murray. So a flag in the backfield is going to be called on Murray. That'll back them up 10 yards. 3:42 in the third quarter, 28-21. Caldwell County jumped out in front in this one, 14-0. Since then, it's been mostly Murray.
And the ball
is back to the 32-yard line, Bob. Does that look right to you?
It looks close to the 32, Dennis. And 32 on the board.
All right, we got it a little bit before they did. I'd like it to be the other way around. That's a tough call on the lines here at Murray. Sokolowski on the reverse back to Danke, and Danke's going to be stopped. And good thing he was. He was kind of stopped on his forward progress. They called him down. Caldwell slung him back. He got loose and wanted to run upfield, but he was fixing to get laid out. It's number 27 for Caldwell. Do we have a 27 on your roster, Bob? I was looking for that number earlier.
No.
Let's see if that's one of those changed numbers as Murray looks to the sideline. And not on that one either. Whoever it was had a wide open shot coming up. Flags stop this play, or whistles stop it. An illegal shift, I think, by Murray. That'll back them up to the 40-yard line.
Hey, guys, we finally got one of those delay of game calls.
Was that delay? I thought it signaled an illegal shift. Either way, backs Murray High up to the 40.
2nd and 29.
Showing 2nd and 24 on the board.
Well, they didn't add the 5 for the penalty.
Back to Sokolowski. Has some pressure, rolls to his right, has some chase from the back, and pushed out of bounds by Davis. Good pursuit, Drew Davis. The early lead for the power line play lineman of the game.
Mark it at the 39, it looks
39,
like.
Picked up one on the scramble. Down to 2:49 left to go in the third quarter. Caldwell's defense looking to make a stand, keep this a one-possession football game.
3rd and 29. Or 3rd and 28 for the Murray Tigers.
See where McAllister lines up on this one. He's going to be in the backfield with Sokolowski. Just off his left shoulder pad. Up through the middle, over the middle, and that one tipped and incomplete. Davis had the tip on it. Looking for McAllister out of the backfield. I don't think McAllister ever really turned around and saw the ball coming. So a little confusion between quarterback and running back on that one. 4th down, Caldwell County will send Wells back, and he's going to be deep near his own 10-yard line, probably inside his own 10. Sokolowski back at midfield. Kick is up. And a nice high kick. This one's going to go into the end zone and out of the end zone. Touchback on the punt by Sokolowski. So Caldwell County's defense holds, and the offense will come out to try to tie this one up with 2:37 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Winner of this one takes the road trip to to Mayfield next weekend, as Mayfield pretty much with the bye. They didn't have to play Ballard Memorial because Ballard pulled out technically COVID reasons on that one. Bob, I think the majority of the teams, I think there were 10 to maybe a dozen games where the team decided not to go. Most of them 4 seeds against 1 seeds.
And I think that was wise on those teams' part.
Shift by the Tigers, direct snap to Wells. Wells takes it to the right side. Tries to get around the corner, flag in the backfield. And little temper starting to flare. Hold against Caldwell County on that play. Really didn't set up well for the Tigers. A hold in the backfield. As the direct snap went to Barron Wells, tried to get around that right side. 2.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll have to check the spot when they put the down marker on it. Bob, it's all the way back near, it looks like near the 10-yard line. Ball spotted on the 13, according to the scoreboard. Still 1st down for Caldwell County. Snap is back. Bashir with the handoff. Could not tell who that was, Bob. Not much of a gain.
Was that Travion?
Could not tell. Short gain on the play for Caldwell County. Second
hey guys, that was
long.
Logan Smiley on the carry.
Logan Smiley on the carry. Thank you, Todd, for that one. Going to bring Kramer out wide to this side. Wells along with him. This one up the middle, it's going to be Bashir with a big gain. He's got enough for a 1st down and then some. Russ Bashir gives Caldwell County some breathing room away from that goal line. Nice run by Russ Bashir, and it's a Lake Barkley CrossFit 1st down.
At the 36, pickup of 26 yards on the play by Russ.
That may be what Caldwell needed to jumpstart this drive a little bit. Samuel in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Bashir, swing pass on the screen over to Wells. Wells shakes a tackle, comes to the near sideline, gets a good block from Kramer, and they're going to call a flag on Kramer on the block. Looked like he got him right from the side. They're going to call a block in the back on Max Kramer, and I'll disagree with it, Bob.
Totally disagree. That,
right here at the 50-yard line, and it is an illegal block. And they're calling that one on Kramer, but he hit the kid in the side right on the shoulder pad. Not a block in the back, but Caldwell County is going to get a bad call on that one. Kramer was already going back towards the huddle and found out it was on him and couldn't believe it. So a good play pulled back on Caldwell County because of a questionable call on a block in the back. First down for Caldwell County. But not where it should have been marked. Bashir takes a snap, gets some protection, looks over the middle towards Kramer, incomplete, overthrown. Stops the clock with 1 minute, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bob, these will be worth, some of these calls will be worth watching that replay later on. We'll have the replay on YouTube after this ball game. But go back to about the minute 25, minute 30 mark of the third quarter, left in the third quarter, and check out the block by Max Kramer. Bashir rolls to his right, fakes the handoff to Samuel, throws up the field, looking for Branch, incomplete. Branch had double coverage on the far sideline.
This is going to bring up a 3rd and 8 situation for the Tigers.
Well, was that a flag on the, I think there's another flag on the field. Looks like it's against Caldwell County, a legal receiver downfield maybe.
Yeah, Dennis, a couple of the linemen got a little bit downfield on that play, and Caldwell County, these penalties really backing up this drive.
Yeah, right now we're our own worst enemy, making some good plays, but they're being called back. So illegal receiver downfield called against Caldwell County. It is declined. Murray would rather have the down because Caldwell County didn't pick up any distance on the play. Pass was incomplete for Trip Branch. 3rd down and 8 coming up for Caldwell County from their own 38-yard line, trailing in this one 28-21, nearing the end of the third quarter. Bashir with Samuel to his right shoulder. Trip set to the far sideline. Bashir with time. Now he scrambles out of the pocket, looks down the field, throws, looking at the sideline, and incomplete. Barron Wells, the intended receiver, right at the first down marker, but that one overthrown, and Caldwell County will have to punt it away. Well, that drive, just too many penalties to really do anything with, not able to capitalize on a couple of good plays.
And then one of the penalties may be questionable, if you will, because that was not, Max was running, the guy was running toward Max.
Snap is back to Branch. He puts the kick away. It's going to be fair caught at the 34-yard line. Kind of fair caught. It bounced off his front of his shoulder pads again, but he was able to catch it in midair. That would have been nice to have somebody standing right.
You're listening to Caldwell County Football on WPKY Princeton.
And back to Ty Holland Stadium, and even 1 minute left in the third quarter. Murray leads this one 28-21. Winner to take on the Mayfield Cardinals in the second round of the playoffs next week. Still a lot of football here to go tonight. 16 minutes, and this one has been a good one, back and forth. Murray with the momentum, though, I would say at this point, after dropping behind 14-0. Sokolowski fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, complete to Danke. Danke hit near the 40-yard line. Gonna get him out of bounds. We'll see how far they'll mark him. And a nice mark.
Generous.
All the way up near the, we'll call it the 48. Or excuse me, the 43. So second down and short coming up from Murray. And Murray in no hurry. This should be, if they run it, the last play of the third quarter. Sokolowski takes a snap, handoff to McAllister, hits the line, pushes the pile, enough for a first down out across the 45. They'll reset the chains on the first down and start the clock, but I don't think Murray will try to run another play, leading this one 28-21. And they're going to walk to the sideline after 3 quarters of play. Murray out in front after 3, 28-21. We'll be back with a big fourth quarter finish here from Ty Holland Stadium. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Furniture wishes all the Tigers good luck this season.
Deer season's right around the corner, so if you happen to bag that big buck with your vehicle, let Trice Hughes' Collision Center go to work for you. Call or stop by for a free estimate.
Great people make up our home team at Trace Hughes. Trace Hughes is here for you and any questions you may have about your vehicle. Buy your next vehicle from the home team. Find them on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or at tracehughes.com.
Hello, I'm Jason Redford, Community President, First Southern National Bank. When First Southern National Bank says we believe in you, it means we also believe certain things about you. We believe that you want to live a life of margin, where you can balance spending, saving, and giving. We believe that you want to make wise financial decisions to enable that kind of living. Because we believe in you, we are here for you every step of the way. Visit FSMB.net.
Welcome back to Town Hall and Stadium. We're beginning the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is brought to you by Cozy Living and Interior. Stop by and see Pam and have a walk. Beautiful furniture, bedding, accessories. They're also your local U-Haul dealer. Cozy Living, Interiors and Boutique, next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. And for the caller in the fourth quarter, my friend Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Pitch to the deep back. McAllister tries to get to the left side. Hit, still bounces off of people and gets across midfield. A lot of effort in that young man, Bob. He's not the biggest runner, but he stays moving. He keeps those legs moving the whole time, and that paid off for him there. He picked up an easy 3 to 4 yards at the end of that play just by not going down after the first hit.
Pickup of seven.
Six on the play, second and 4, and most of that 6 was second effort. Murray in Caldwell County territory here early in the fourth quarter, leading 28-21. Handoff to McAllister, hits the line. Good stand by the Tigers that time, nothing going. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, if that. Ball spotted at the 48. So third down and 4, no gain on the play. And Murray will get very deliberate here in the fourth quarter as far as the play clock goes. 3-back set lined up. I formation +1, and nice tackle in the backfield. Caldwell County, that's number 52 for the Tigers. Angel Long made the hit in the backfield. And Murray will lose a couple of yards on the play back to midfield. So fourth down for the Murray Tigers from midfield. That'll bring the punt unit out. Caldwell County's defense bending a little bit at times, but not breaking as they're holding this to a one-possession game with 10 minutes left to go in the football game. 28-21 Murray. Wells will go back deep for Caldwell County. Sokolowski with the punt, blocked by Caldwell County. And there's a scramble for the football. Flag in the backfield. There was a blocked punt.
Yeah, they waved the flag off because when you block a punt, there is no penalty for roughing the kicker.
Caldwell County comes up with it. Good job by the Tigers. There was a couple of Tigers back there, Bob. I didn't catch the numbers. I was trying to follow the ball as it did get it away a little bit. But you could tell it's obviously blocked. Caldwell County is going to come away with great field position to start this drive at their own 45-yard line.
Hey, Dennis, that was Angel Long that got through and got a piece of the ball for the Tigers.
All right, Angel Long trying to get in there with Drew Davis on the power line player of the game. Bashir gets the play from the sideline. He's going to have Smiley and Samuel in the backfield. Tate Van Hoosier, the extra tight end. Samuel lowers his head, gets it up near midfield. Nice run. Travion Samuel picks up about 4 on the play. Out to the 49-yard line. Second down and 6 coming up for the Tigers. And whistles will blow this one dead. I'm not sure what is it, a sideline warning?
We haven't had one of those tonight, have we?
And I don't know, they're telling to turn something off. not sure. They wind the clock now and get it going again with 9.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Tigers looking to tie this one up. 2nd down and 6 from their own 49-yard line. Bashir, two-back backfield. Van Hoosier again, the extra tight end. Over to Smiley. Smiley finds a hole, gets it across midfield, and picks up a couple on the play. I thought that hole was opening up a little bit wider for Logan. He made a good cut, but cut down after a gain of only 1, they're going to say. 3rd down and 5 coming up for Caldwell County. You're going to bring Branch over to this side on this play. Caldwell County going left to right here in the fourth quarter. Bashir only has Samuel in the backfield. Hands off to Travion Samuel. That's enough for a first down, it looks like. Should be a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down on a nice run. Travion Samuel maybe caught Murray off guard a little bit, thinking they would go with the pass at 3rd and 5. But it is a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down.
44.
Down to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers. Travion Samuel to the right shoulder pad of Russ Bashir. Trip Branch, the only receiver to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side, Wells and Kramer. Hand off to Samuel. He's hitting the backfield, keeps plowing, and gets back and maybe picks up a yard on the play, but that was a lot of second effort as Samuel was hitting the backfield just about the time he took the handoff. Pick up of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 9 coming up. That's our guy, Bob.
Right, I think, right, they're going to set the 43. Yeah.
Picked up 1 on the play. Great effort by Travion Samuel not to have a loss on that one. Bashir looking for Branch, and it's going to be overthrown, incomplete. He had a step. A lot of pushing down the field. They're letting them play on that one. But I still like that matchup because Branch has so much size on McAllister. But you can see that safety leaning this way every time he sees Branch in one-on-one coverage. Now it's Branch and Van Hoosier, 3rd down and 9. Branch and Van Hoosier to this side. Wells in motion to the far side. Bashir looks down the field, complete to Wells. Wells hit, tries to spin out of it, and gets up to the 40-yard line. Not enough for a first. As the clock ticks, 7:11 left to go in the football game. 28-21 Murray. Ball spotted. We'll give it the 41-yard line. Caldwell County is going to go for a big play here, Bob. 4th down and 7 for Caldwell County. Branch, the lone receiver to the right. Trip set to the left. Samuel in the backfield. Bashir takes it. Gets good protection. Now he's flushed. Has to get out of the pocket, going to the far side. Throws, bounce passes it, and incomplete. Looking for Kramer. But that one skipped right before it hit the Kramer. And turnover on downs. We'll give it back to Murray with 6:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Murray with the lead and the ball. Bob, these two teams pretty evenly matched. We saw that in the game at Princeton. And you throw Mayfield into the mix, it's probably the closest the top 3 teams have been in this district in some seasons.
Exactly. Murray's played a nice defensive game tonight. They've kept us a little bit off guard here.
Yeah, they're really a lot of times getting pressure on Russ Bashir where he has to scramble out of that pocket. You give Russ time, and he's getting to the receivers. Caldwell County showing blitz with Bashir and Davis. Handoff in the backfield, and Danke is going to go down for a loss. Davis and Bashir had their ears pinned back, ready to break that line as soon as it was snapped.
And Landon Davis on the tackle for the Tigers then, the younger brother of Drew Davis.
And a player down, looks like a cramp issue for Murray. So injury timeout for Murray as they tend to that. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. This is Tiger Football on WPKYonline.com.
Good luck to all Tiger athletes from Bella Marie Boutique. Go Tigers.
Caldwell Medical Associates' new orthopedics clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care. Our team of medical professionals can diagnose and treat a wide range of orthopedic issues and get you back on the path to a happier, healthier you. Whether you need basic fracture care or osteoporosis management, a sports physical, or back pain treatment, we've got you covered. To learn more or to schedule an appointment with an orthopedic provider, call 270-365-9591.
And welcome back to Murray, Kentucky, Tom Holland Stadium. Injured player able to get off the field on his own accord.
Well, I think that was Danke that was the injured player. Just had a little cramp.
Murray now facing 2nd and 13. And for the call, here's Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Sokolowski in the backfield, one back, extra tight end. He's going to roll right, looks down the field, and complete up across the 50 and out of bounds in Caldwell County territory. Fortunate to catch that pass. It hit him in the breadbasket, bounced up, and was able to come back down with it, turned and went up the field, and picked up the first down on top of it. So the breaks really falling with Murray.
Well, maybe not. Something flag.
Flag in the backfield. Flag in the backfield, and they're marching back towards the street end here at Ty Holland Stadium.
And that penalty occurred right by the quarterback, because not only are they going to have the 10-yard penalty, but they have the loss of where the quarterback was standing when he threw the ball. Ball's now at around the, Dennis, can you see the 24?
24, we'll call it with the scoreboard on this one, 24-yard line, but second down and long for Murray. Sokolowski, one backfield. They've got a dual set of receivers on the left. Sokolowski drops back, goes over the middle, almost intercepted by Kramer, goes over his head, incomplete. And that'll bring up third down and 28 for Murray High. They still lead this one 28-21. Caldwell County's defense is keeping it a one-possession ball game, but we're down to 6 minutes left to go in this one. Somebody's season, as weird as they have been this season, ends tonight. We'll see what Murray pulls up for this one. McAllister in motion. Quick hit to the near side. And it's going to be a pass. Murray tried a little trickery. Threw one to the flat. That player turned, looked up the field, had a man open, but overthrew him.
Fortunately for us on that play, because he had 2 or 3 steps on
absolutely.
Our closest guy.
Had Colin Wilson wide open. Now Murray facing 4th down and 28, so Caldwell County will get it and should be in pretty good field position.
And maybe we can block another one, Dennis.
Got Barron Wells back at his own 45. Kick is away. Takes a Murray bounce. Wells just gets out of the way, and this one's going to roll all the way back inside the 30-yard line of Caldwell County, down at the 29. So Sokolowski comes up big with the punt. And the Tigers won't have as good a field position as you might have imagined, but we still have the ball and down one possession with 5:42 left to go in this football game. 28-21 Murray. Caldwell County's defense holds, gives this offense another shot. Bashir in the backfield with Samuel. Extra tight ends, shovel pass up to Wells. Wells near sideline, steps out of bounds just across the 35-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 36. That's one of those, I think Barron knew he stepped out of bounds, but was just going to see if anybody caught it. And just took off back up the field again.
I think I would have done that same thing too, Dennis.
Clock stops as he stepped out of bounds with 5:38 to go. Tripp set to the far sideline. Tripp Branch to the near sideline. Samuel in the backfield with Bashir to his left. Bashir on the keeper, and he's going to be thrown for a loss in the backfield. And that's been a problem a lot tonight, Bob. Too many black jerseys in the backfield too early. Lost back to the 30-yard line. Third down and long coming up for Caldwell County. Third and about 8. Third down and 9 officially on the scoreboard. Tripp set to the far sideline. Branch to the near side. Snap back to Bashir. Throws as he was hit, looking down the field. Van Hoosier was the intended receiver and goes down. No flag on the play. Was some contact. Could have called face guarding on that one, but no call. And Caldwell County with a 3 and out. Bob, you don't know how many more chances you're going to get with this being a one-possession football game. That's going to bring in the punt unit with Tripp Branch.
Not too many more chances, Dennis, you're right.
1 tick under 5 minutes left to go in the football game. And a timeout called by Murray. I'm not sure they had enough players on the field. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Mexican restaurant. They're open 7 days a week. It is recommended to wear a face mask while walking in and out of the restaurant. They're operating at limited seating capacity and offering carry-out service. Just wear your mask when you pick up your order. Always practice social distancing. They appreciate your business and are ready to serve you. Stay safe. La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant, Kingston and Marion.
And welcome back to Ty Holland Stadium here in Murray, Kentucky. 4 minutes, 59 seconds remaining in the game. Caldwell County facing a 4th and 9. Murray calling timeout, maybe trying to, this could be gambling time, Dennis, for the Tigers.
That's what I was sitting here trying to decide. It's on the 30, so if you don't make it, you're giving a very short field to Murray, still with 5 minutes to go in the ball game. If this was out maybe midfield or in Murray territory, you might see a roll by Branch and see what he could do, but I'm not sure this deep in your own territory that you really want to take that chance with this much time on the clock, but we will see. Punt team back out for Caldwell County. Branch will put this one in play from about his own 21-yard line. And he does keep it. Looks down the field. Little throw, and it's going to be intercepted by Murray. Back to the 10, 5, touchdown Murray. And that one was a gamble that just did not pay off for Caldwell County. Branch looking for a receiver that was well covered up around the 45-yard line. Would have been enough for a first down, but he was unable to put a lot on the pass because he was chased from behind, and it was either going to be a sack pull down, which would have been better back around the 30. The interception, though, occurred around the 42-yard line, and Murray takes it to the house on the pick 6. And now, after being down 14 points, Murray looking to be up 14 points after this extra point attempt. I think Murray's coach was really anticipating that before the timeout. Kick is up and good. So with 4:47 left to go in the football game, Caldwell County in a big hole now. It's Murray 35, Caldwell 21. Back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football on WPKYonline.com.
With a personalized
And welcome back to Ty Holland Stadium. Caldwell County set to receive the kickoff. Murray sniffed that one out. And really, it would have been had to have been a perfect pass, Dennis, for whoever he was throwing it to. I'm not sure who his receiver
was on that particular play, but obviously it backfires against us, and we've got really have our work cut out for us right now.
Yeah, I think Caldwell County may have had that up their sleeve before the timeout. Murray's coach ran down the sideline. I thought it was maybe not enough players on the field. They had enough players, but I think he saw that one kind of coming, called the timeout to defend it. And it paid off big for Murray as they now have their biggest lead of the night at 14 points. Caldwell County 4:47 away from seeing their season end unless they can do something offensively and get back in this one. Caldwell County had a 14-0 lead early in this game, and it's been all Murray since, 35-7. Kickoff by Murray. Line drive is going to hit and bounce. He fumbled and fielded again at the 5-yard line. And Caldwell County is going to be pinned back near the goal line inside their own 10. And all momentum is in black and gold right now.
Hey, Dennis, I can tell you that before the timeout earlier, the Tigers did not have the fake punt on. During the timeout, apparently the Tigers changed their mind. We saw Tate Van Hoosier come into the formation after the timeout, so that's something the Tigers had worked on earlier this week in practice. Just didn't quite work out that time.
Thank you, Todd, for that report from the sideline. Bashir to the far sideline, complete. It's enough for a first down to Wells out to the 30-yard line. Caldwell County indeed with some urgency right now, down 2 scores. Out to the 31-yard line it comes. Caldwell County quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Trip set to the near side. Branch in that trip set. Bashir over the middle. Little too high for Tate Van Hoosier.
Dennis, if I might add, I thought that was a good time to try that. Tigers down a touchdown, getting late. Didn't want to get the ball back to Murray and try to make another stop, so Tigers took a shot.
Yeah, that's one of those, you can second guess it all the way to Sunday morning, I guess. But Bashir with some pressure in the backfield, tries to turn it up. He gets hit and brought down in the backfield for a loss. Todd, I probably would have been kind of the counter to that. I think our defense was playing well. You give it a shot one more time to hold them and push them back. I just thought it was maybe a little bit too far in our end, but we could Saturday morning quarterback that altogether. And speaking of Saturday morning quarterback, Bob Hayes will have Coach Barnes tomorrow morning as a penalty on the play against Murray is going to give Caldwell County a first down. Out to the 43-yard line. 4:04 left in this ball game. 3 receivers to the right, 1, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Bashir. Low snap. Russ picks it up, goes down the sideline. Complete to Wells. We'll see if he was in bounds. Bobbled it, and I don't know if he came down with it in bounds or not. Apparently did not. Had his man on a nice pass from Russ Bashir. Just couldn't find a handle on it in time to keep his feet in the ground. In bounds.
Yeah, Dennis, that was right in front of me over here, and the ball will cost him, but pretty good pass there. Murray player may have gotten a finger on it.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. 3:50 to go. Clock stopped with the incompletion. Branch and Van Hoosier to the near side. Bashir drops back. Murray only rushing 3 right now. Bashir started to take it up the field. Didn't know if he was across the line of scrimmage. Kind of pulled back on some indecision, and he's going to be taken down for a loss.
Good mark it at the 42.
3rd down and long coming up for the Tigers. Under 3.5 to go. Caldwell needs a big play and needs it quickly. Samuel in the flat over the middle. This one knocked down and almost intercepted by Sokolowski. That one, I think he was looking for the end zone before he got the ball in his hands. With Caldwell County 4th down, you've got to go for it at this point, 4th and 12. So in essence, Caldwell's season on the line with this play. Down 2 scores. You've got to have a first down here or Murray's just going to milk that clock down to nothing. Bashir takes a snap, drops back over the middle. This one bobbled in, caught. Max Kramer for the first down. Big Lake Barkley CrossFit first down into Murray territory for Caldwell County. That one in traffic on a perfect strike from Russ Bashir to Max Kramer.
It's a Murray 42.
42-yard line. Lake Barkley CrossFit first down. Flag on the field, and this one's going to be blown dead early. See what the call is on this one. And this one against Murray. May have been too many men on the field. So we'll take whatever help we can get, but time is certainly becoming the important issue right now, 2:57.
So they've moved it from the 42 to the 35.
Let's see, 40, 30, yeah, 36, 42 to the 36.
To the 36.
Tripp Branch, the widest of the 3 receivers to the right. Flag in the backfield. And this one is going to be movement up front by Caldwell County. And we'll take this 5 yards back the other way. .238. Caldwell down 35-21 after being ahead 14-0. It's been all Murray. As the Murray Tigers looking for a rematch in an overtime game they had with Mayfield. Bashir rolls to the right, looks down the field, goes sideline, and incomplete, looking for Tripp Branch on the sideline. Stopping the clock with 2:18 left to go. Second down and 9 coming up for Caldwell County. Two receivers left, 2 receivers right. Van Hoosier Branch to the near side. Kramer Wells to the far side. Bashir with some time, rolls to the right. Looks down the field looking for Van Hoosier, incomplete. Stops the clock with 2:10. Third down and 9 coming up for the Tigers. Don't forget, after the ball game, we'll have the Trilogy post-game report coming your way. A few awards to hand out. We'll talk with Todd and usually Coach Barnes or one of the other coaches. Hopefully on a great comeback by the Tigers, but it's looking bleak at this point. Bashir complete to Samuel. Samuel stays on his feet, down the field for the first down, going towards the end zone, inside the 10, and dragged out of bounds. Great run, Travion Samuel. Lake Barkley CrossFit first down. It's going to be 1st and goal Tigers.
Can you get the yard line for me, Dennis?
I was waiting for him to post it on the scoreboard, Bob. It's impossible from this. I know it's inside the 10. It looks like about the 5. Bashir on the keeper. And he's brought down shy of the goal line.
Hey guys, that last play was marked just outside the 6. Caldwell's just short of 5 right now.
1 yard pickup by Bashir, but that clock running with 1.5 minutes to go. Touchdown and an onside kick would be great. Let's get the touchdown right here. Bashir rolls to the right, looks into the end zone, and we'll see if it's called. Van Hoosier with the catch and the touchdown. One of those situations, Bob, I thought it might happen, sitting outside the press box tonight, kind of blocked from that corner, but a good run and catch roll out and catch. Bashir to Van Hoosier. Viverette to tack on the extra point. That score comes with 1:23 left to go in the ball game. Snap is back. Kick is up and good. 1 minute, 23 seconds left in this one. Caldwell County pulls within 7. It's Murray, 35, Caldwell 28. Back in 30 seconds, this is Tiger football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They've always had their drive-thru, and now they're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We are all having to adjust to this new way of life. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
And welcome back to Ty Holland Stadium. Getting down to exciting time here at Holland Stadium, minute 23. So you know the onside kick is coming, Dennis, don't you?
Yeah, you got to know that. And the best thing that we can have happen is get it 10 yards and recover it and give us a chance. Outside of that, you expect Murray just to put it into the hands of Sokolowski or McAllister and just run the clock out. Well, I do want to pass on something for our listeners. Pleasant Grove Baptist is returning to drive-in style worship services Sunday at 11 a.m. until further notice. That's at Pleasant Grove Baptist Church. Viverette has that ball straight up and down. He'll try to kick the top portion of it, and a timeout is called by Murray. Seeing how Caldwell County was going to set up, Murray had nobody deep. 1 minute, 23 seconds. Yeah, go ahead, Todd.
Caldwell still has all 3 timeouts. I still expect them to go with the onside kick here, but even if Murray covers it, the Tigers do have those 3 timeouts and can still stop the clock. So even if Caldwell doesn't get the onside kick, there's still an outside chance to get the ball back.
All right, thank you for that, Todd. Murray called the timeout just in case Caldwell County did kick it deep. They had nobody back. Now I think they'll drop McAllister back. See what Caldwell County does. And I'm like you, Todd. I still expect, even with the 3 timeouts, you go for the onside kick. You've got to stop them either way should they recover, whether it's deep or whether it's short. 1 first down is probably going to take care of all your timeouts. Caldwell County with the hands team in on this kick. You've got Kramer, you've got Wells. Davis on the far side. And this one bounces and covered by Murray at their own 48-yard line. Bob, our buddy number 71, wasn't in the game. I was kind of hoping he was because he's laid it on the ground a couple of times tonight, but see him coming in now off the sideline. So Caldwell County will have to use those 3 timeouts and try to get Murray to kick the ball away.
Dennis, that ball was bobbled just slightly on that kick, so Murray did a good job of getting it.
And off to Danke, the middle back out of that extended I formation. And Caldwell calls a quick timeout, 5 seconds off of the clock on that one.
Going to be marked, Dennis, right in Caldwell County territory.
I think it's at the 49 of Caldwell County. You're right, Bob. Stay tuned after the game. The Trilogy Performance Sports post-game report will be coming your way. We'll have all of the stats, the poly-eye stats of the ball game with Bob Hayes. We'll talk to Todd Griffin and the coaching staff down on the sideline, and also give out the awards for player of the game, play of the game, quick cut of the game, power line, lineman play of the game, and the catch of the game. So we've got some choices to make on those. It's been a good game tonight here. 2 evenly matched teams in a rematch from an overtime thriller at Princeton about a month ago. But right now, Murray rode a big wave of momentum after being down 14-0. It looked like Caldwell County had everything working, and then Murray reeled off a 35-7 run. Caldwell County used the timeout, so now it's 2nd down and 7 for Murray. Sokolowski under center. Pitches it back to McAllister. McAllister's going to be hit and pulled out of bounds. That's great for Caldwell County because that'll stop the clock without using a timeout with 1:12.
I don't know why they want to run wide, Dennis. I would just be content with off-tackle plays.
Yeah, you would think put Sokolowski in the shotgun and let him just take it up the middle as much as he has run in the past. But they thought they could get McAllister on the outside, and it ended up paying off for Caldwell County. A loss on the play back to the 50-yard line.
Be 3rd and 8 for the Murray Tigers. Key play here.
So this is the big one. 1:12 still left on the clock, and Caldwell County will have at least one timeout should they make the hold. Hand off to the deep back, McAllister. He's going to be hit and brought down just across midfield. So Caldwell County burns that second timeout with 1:06. Tigers should get the football back unless Murray does something weird and does not kick it away. Tigers should get it back with 1:06 and one timeout. Ball spotted at the Caldwell County 48-yard line. So we'll see what the Tigers do on this one. Caldwell County is going to send Barron Wells deep.
It's 4th and 6 for Murray right now, so you know they're not going to gamble.
No, Sokolowski's got a pretty good leg. He could pin Caldwell County if it doesn't take a weird bounce and go into the end zone. He could pin Caldwell County inside their own 20 or maybe even the 15. So you're going to be looking at a lot of ground to cover in 1:06. Caldwell County huddled around Coach McGowan on the far sideline. Barron Wells is going to go deep. Great time for a big return.
Or a blocked punt return.
Yeah, we have blocked. We've come in and blocked one in this second half.
Well, it looks like we're not going to have a punt block team in there. It looks like we're going to try to set up for the return.
Kick is up, and it's a spiral, and a deep one's going to drive Wells back, and this one's going into the end zone. 7 seconds came off the clock, though. So Caldwell County with a tick under 1 minute, one timeout left, and the ball on the 20-yard line. We'll see if there's some magic. As Todd said earlier, the last time Caldwell County beat Murray was here at Murray 2 years ago. That one a thriller at 42-40. Trip set to the near side. One receiver far side. Samuel in the backfield for blocking. Bashir drops back, gets some pressure from the backside. He's going to keep it, try to get to the sideline, get some positive yardage, and steps out after a first down. Lake Barkley CrossFit first down for Russ Bashir on the keeper. That was great field awareness, Bob, because he had some pressure coming from his backside. Able to escape that, get the ball out of bounds, stopping the clock with 51 seconds.
Pick up of 11 yards on that play that time by Russ.
Three receivers set to the near side again. Bashir takes it, rolls right, looks down the field. He's got to get rid of it, throws it out of bounds. Branch in the neighborhood, so they don't call another
flag back at the center of the field.
Illegal receiver downfield for Caldwell County. Good coverage by Murray. You got to tip your hat to them. They had good coverage down the field. Bashir rolled right, had three receivers over here, but could not find anybody open. Caldwell County had an eligible receiver downfield. So first down and 15 coming up for the Tigers, but only 43 seconds left on the clock. Two receivers each side this time for Caldwell County. Van Hoosier Branch to the near side. Blitz up the middle. Bashir in trouble, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Flag comes in from this side, stops the clock with 35 seconds. That flag came all the way from the far side. Maybe a face mask.
Dennis, you're right. That's a face mask call. So
That'll be a face mask marked off against Murray. Big break for Caldwell County.
And doesn't that carry an automatic first down? Yes.
That is a first down. Yeah, either way, Bob, it's all the way up to the 41-yard line. So a Lake Berkeley CrossFit first down. Caldwell County is still with life. 2 receivers each side. Bashir set to take the snap. Gets it. Quick hit over to Van Hoosier. Van Hoosier trying to get to the sideline and up the field and pushed out of bounds. We'll see where they mark him. He's in Murray territory down to the 46-yard line. 26 seconds left on the clock. Caldwell County still packing that one timeout. Tigers send 3 receivers far side. Tripp Branch to the near side. Look for a one-on-one with Tripp and McAllister. Over the middle, and this one incomplete, almost intercepted right over the middle. He wanted Van Hoosier. So second down and 10 coming up, clock down to 21. Caldwell County's done a great job managing this clock so far. Started this drive with 59 seconds. Into Murray territory still with a timeout. Second down. Van Hoosier, Kramer. Over to the far sideline. Complete to Samuel on a little swing pass. But Samuel stays in bounds. It's complete for a short gain. And Caldwell County has to burn that last timeout as Samuel unable to get out of bounds. 12 seconds on the clock. So Caldwell County with a chance for a couple of chances down the field.
By Mark Dennis at the 44.
Let's see, 44-yard line. Yeah, timeout's brought to you by Travis Construction and Concrete. For all of your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and more, that's Travis Construction and Concrete. So, Bob, do you try to go to the sideline and pick up a little yardage to make your last play better? Do you take 2 hits to the end zone?
Well, I think we probably want about a 10, 12-yard out pass to get out of bounds and then throw it to the end zone.
Hey, Dennis, do you remember a couple of years ago against Paducah Tillman, Caldwell County looking for a big play late, used a little hook and lateral to get down the field?
It's always an option, too. You've got the receivers and you've got the blocking.
Unfortunately, there's no band here tonight to get on the field and create havoc.
And we do not have DeAndre Hopkins. Single receiver to the very far sideline. That's Kramer.
They're only rushing 2 men.
Bashir goes to the sideline. It's incomplete. Looking for Wells. And probably a good thing that he didn't catch that. Caldwell County could not stop the clock with a timeout, and he was on his knee. So this is it for Caldwell County. It's going to be a sling to the end zone for Russ Bashir. The season comes down to one play. Van Hoosier Branch to the near side. Kramer Wells to the far side. Murray rushes 2.
Throw it.
And Bashir is going to be brought down for a sack in the backfield. And the game is over. Murray wins this one 35-28 and advanced to the second round to take on the Mayfield Cardinals. Caldwell County ends their season at 3-4. A valiant effort with under a minute to go, but Caldwell County unable to come up with the finish that they wanted. And it's going to be Murray advancing here with a home win. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get underway on the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show. Stay tuned for that. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
During the season of Thanksgiving, your friends at Pennyrile Electric are thankful for the generosity of their members. The Pennyrile Electric Plus One program offers an opportunity for you to extend to your neighbors a helping hand. You simply agree to have $1 automatically added to your monthly electric bill, and your contribution will be used to help pay electric bills for people in need. That should give you a nice warm feeling too. Sign up for the Pennyrile Electric Plus One program online anytime at PRECC.com. And happy Thanksgiving.
This is Carol at the Woodall Agency. I'm asking you for the opportunity to give you a quote for your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, or mobile home. With competitive rates and several companies to choose from, you'll be getting the insurance that is right for you. Premiums keep getting higher. Give me a call today at 365-5541 or 601-5001 at our Lyon County office. We would love to have you as part of our Woodall Agency family.
Tomorrow. Coach Stoops and the Cats travel to Tuscaloosa to take on the top team in the West.
We're going to turn it on.
Alabama Crimson Tide and your Kentucky Wildcats.
UK and Alabama. Airtime tomorrow afternoon at 1.
On 106.5 WKDZ and worldwide at WKDZradio.com.
U-Ride has upped their game. As a matter of fact, it's a whole new ball game. It's an all-new sales team, bringing 33 years of experience to work for you. They're here to serve your vehicle needs from start to finish, and they do it all safely with a personalized hometown feel. More variety with better quality. On-the-lot financing, and you can apply safely online at uridesales.com. Call for an appointment today with one of their friendly sales staff. U-Ride on the Marion Road, Princeton, 270-365-3018.
Because during this extremely difficult time in healthcare, many are afraid to go to the hospital or the doctor's office. Some folks may miss the opportunity to have Penny Royal Hospice help them through the most difficult of times. As a family member, you can refer your loved ones for the additional care needed at end of life without a hospital or doctor's visit. Penny Royal Hospice. It's about living to the fullest.
Enjoy your favorite Mexican food at La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant. They're open 7 days a week. It is recommended to wear a face mask while walking in and out of the restaurant. They're operating at limited seating capacity and offering carry-out service. Just wear your mask when you pick up your order. Always practice social distancing. They appreciate your business and are ready to serve you. Stay safe. La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant, Princeton and Marion.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy offers a wide range of family-friendly classes as well as personal training, yoga, gymnastics, sports training, cardio, and weightlifting. Trilogy has something for everyone. Trilogy now offers an app with online workouts, live classes, nutrition tracking, and more. Search Trilogy Performance Sports in your app store. Use sign-up code 1824. For app info and more, follow them on Facebook.
Don't be left out in the cold this winter. Fortner Gas is ready to keep you warm. Fortner Gas is available 24/7 and will always take care of their customers when other companies leave people in the cold. Just contact Fortner Gas and schedule a propane delivery to your home or business. They want your business and will prove that to you. You can count on Fortner Gas in Princeton to keep you warm and toasty this winter. Doesn't that sound good? Fortner Gas, since 1951.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They've always had their drive-thru, and now they're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We are all having to adjust to this new way of life. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
Of tonight's action, the WPKY Tiger postgame report is on the air.
And the final here tonight, Murray wins this one 35-28. Caldwell County with a valiant effort late, but come up just a touchdown short. Time now to get underway with the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show. Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy is a family-friendly environment that offers a wide range of classes to help you reach all of your fitness and well-being goals. That's Trilogy Performance Sports. Caldwell County finishes 3-4 on the season after tonight's loss in the opening round to Murray. Let's take it down to the field now with Todd Griffin and Coach Barnes.
All right, Dennis, thanks. We're down here on the field, and Coach Barnes, this is always the tough part of the season after that final game. It seems like the finality of that playoff loss is always kind of, it always kind of just kind of hits you hard.
Yeah, it's tough, and especially when you've got a group of seniors like we do that, have done every single thing that we've asked them the entire way, and, they deserve to come out here and win tonight, and it just didn't work out, and, hats off to Murray. They're a good football team, and they were definitely better than us tonight. Well,
Still, though, it came down to the final play of the game. Just seemed like they were able to get some pressure on you up front, and defensively, we talk about them being physical, and it's a physical game up front, but I thought Murray did a pretty good job in the secondary tonight of being physical with your receivers and not giving Russ a whole lot of places to go with the ball.
Yeah, they did a really good job in the secondary, and when they're playing man coverage and they've got a front like they do, it's hard to run the ball against them because of how good their defensive line plays. So, you go back to the first game, we were able to make some plays down the field, and, we just were a little bit off on that tonight, but still had some good plays. Just didn't have enough tonight.
Murray was pretty adamant that you weren't going to let Barron Wells get a whole lot of good looks.
Yeah, we did some things to try to get it to him quick, and where we knew he was going to get the ball. But as far as, throwing some of those screens that we've had this year, they did a good job taking that away. But also, that opened up the touchdown to Tate, I think, to make it 21-21. So, he probably didn't have the stats that he normally does and the catches, but he definitely affected the game without having the ball a ton.
But you guys had a pretty good game plan coming in, especially on defense. Seemed like the first time we played them, they were able to make some big plays, just gashing you at times running the football. And, they hit a couple of big plays in the second half tonight, but it seemed like you had people in the right places a whole lot more tonight defensively.
Yeah, and, I think some of that is us not executing well enough offensively to kind of extend drives and make some plays where, we cut down on their opportunities, because as good as they are up front, they're going to have some big runs. Obviously you don't want to give up 50 and 75-yard runs or whatever it was, because those are kind of backbreakers. But overall, we did some good things defensively.
Well, and the game got off to the start you were kind of looking for. I know you thought if you could get up a couple of scores on them, you really had an advantage. Got out to a 14-0 lead, but then the offense kind of bogged down a little bit.
Yeah, we really sputtered there in the late second quarter, and really kind of in the second half, had a big play there to Tate on the touchdown in the second half. But we've had a hard time running the ball all year, and that kind of reared its head a little bit tonight. I didn't feel like we were able to get much in the run game at all.
Difficult season, though, because of COVID-19. Start of the season gets pushed back, and then it seemed like the team just never really got any momentum. Played well at times. I thought played well in the loss to Murray, played pretty well in the loss down at Mayfield. Had some good plays tonight. Just seemed like, though, you could never quite get on that roll or get the rhythm you were looking for.
Yeah, it was tough. Playing, being off, playing. But that's just kind of, we weren't the only team that happened to. And, I felt like our kids stayed really positive the entire year and handled it really well.
Just seems like you probably in a normal year, you've got another 3 or 4 games to work on some things. And like I said, you always talk about finding the rhythm on offense, and it's tough to do when you play a week and take a week off and play a week and take a week off.
Yeah, it definitely is. But, I felt good coming into the game, and I felt like the last couple of games we played, our offense was really coming along, and, that's just how it was this year.
Overall, how do you rank your first year as head coach?
It's a good question, Todd. It was, I don't even know what the right word to describe it as.
But perhaps trying at times, but at the same time, you guys persevered.
Yeah, yes, and I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for these kids and how great they are, it would have been miserable, just to be quite honest. But their attitudes and just how good a kid, they're fun to be around. And, you know, that was a bright spot with all of the craziness that this year was.
Well, let's all cross our fingers that come 2021, the scrimmages start when they should, and the ball games start when they should, and everything goes well, and you can get a full season in, and everybody can prepare for the playoffs, and just put this COVID-19 thing behind us.
I sure hope so. You know, I'll be glad when we're on the other side of this, you know, not just football, but everything, you know, to get on the other side of this virus and hopefully find a little bit of normalcy somehow.
As always, appreciate your time, every game, appreciate your help all season long, and, you know, can't wait till kickoff next year.
Yeah, thanks Todd and the guys at the radio. You know, we're really fortunate to have the coverage we get from you guys, and just can't say thanks enough.
All right, thanks, Will.
Thanks, Todd.
Again, Caldwell County coming up just short tonight, but guys made things really interesting down the stretch there, and, you know, maybe if there's another 30 seconds in this game, we might still be playing.
For that update with Coach Barnes down after the game, Caldwell County loses a heartbreaker tonight in the first round of the playoffs, 35-28. In a season that had so many ups and downs, you just got to tip your hat to the effort of Coach Barnes and his staff and this team to play and then take some time off, play again, stay together, and keep improving. And just a tough game against a very good Murray team this year. And Murray will go on and face Mayfield now in the second round. This is the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show here on WPKY Princeton. Bob Hayes will have the stats in just a minute. I'll have to get a look from them when they are ready.
And Dennis, I'm ready with the stats.
All right, well, let's do those. The Polly-Eyes stats of the ball game brought to you by Dynamite and our friends out at Polly-Eyes Pizza, the best pizza anywhere, and you can't tell me any different. Go out to Polly-Eyes, check them out, and you won't be disappointed. We appreciate Mike and the gang being with us all season for the stats of the ball game. And for that, I'll turn it over to my broadcast partner here in Season 6, Bob.